What's up, Carnival Spirits? It's TJ, also known as BeastMasteR, and I'm back up on the internet today with the second episode of my new show, The BeastMasteR Show. And in honor of the second episode, I'm wearing a t-shirt of the second Joker's card of the original Dark Carnival series, and I believe this might even be like the second Juggalo t-shirt I ever bought in my life, maybe the third. But still, this shit is classic. Look at this thing. It's like Pac-Man, right? Got the Hatchet Mans going through all the fucking labyrinth, forks up, forks down. So today I've got a lot of things to talk about. It's going to be a longer show than last week. I've also got another guest, and we've got visuals this time. It's gonna be a fun show, and I've already seen you guys rolling in the chat right now. Much love to everybody who's fucking with me on this new project of mine. We only got a couple more weeks left until the end of the year, and so it's kind of hectic, right? I mean, first of all, it's 2020, and shit's fucked like foobar to the 10th power. But it's also the holidays. And, during the holidays, there's all this extra pressure on everybody to, I don't know, I don't need to say it. You all know what I mean. There's seasonal depression. It's wintertime. It's fucking cold as shit outside. I got the issue of my apartment being way too hot with all the windows shut. And then I open the windows up and it becomes way too cold. So I'm constantly opening and shutting the windows because, well, the landlord pays for the heat, and so I can't control the thermostat. Anyways, that's my problem. It has nothing to do with you guys. Anyways, last week, I debuted the BeastMasteR Show with my homie Scotty Two Balls, the creator of Carnival Spirits, the channel that I'm talking to you right now on. Unless you're watching on the BeastMasteR YouTube account or Facebook page, we're multi-streaming through StreamYard, and with the power of the internet, this shit is amazing. I still haven't learned all the bells and whistles that I need to bring you the best show possible, but that's why every episode of this show is going to get better and better and better, because each week that goes by, I'm going to learn a little bit more about what to do and what not to do, and what works and what doesn't. But yeah, so last week I opened my mail and I showed off the Tom Wood blanket that I got, and holy shit, that blanket is amazing. Here's a quick story. I got a lot of concert T-shirts going all the way back to the 90s, and most of them are from metal shows. Ozzy Osbourne, Alice Cooper, Megadeth, Motley Crue, Iron Maiden. And my T-shirt collection is redonkulous. Many years ago, my mother offered to pay someone to turn like my favorite concert T-shirts into a quilt, and so I did. I gave up like a dozen of my T-shirts, and they were sewn into this beautiful quilt that I use in the wintertime to keep me warm. But this thing is so fucking warm that it's like my apartment. It's like I'm freezing in bed, and then I put this quilt on, and then I'm fucking sweating bullets, and I just can't win. But let me tell you something. This Tom Wood blanket that I got, right? Go check out the last episode if you missed it, and tell me what you think of the design. But when it comes to the blanket itself, it is just the right amount of cotton, and I've been using that as like an extra layer on my bed sheets when I'm sleeping. It is perfect. I'm not sweating. I'm not shivering. Sounds like I'm really trying to sell you this blanket, but I got to tell you, for me, it's the best fucking blanket I ever bought. So I'm happy as shit about it. And like I said, I got it during the Black Friday sale. That whole weekend, you was 20% off or whatnot. And I told y'all I took that savings and I put it towards a print, but the print didn't show up with the blanket. Well, I've got good news. The print showed up, and I'm about to show that to you right now. I had to open it up because when it showed up, I did not recognize the address it was coming from. It must be it's the printing company that Tom Wood uses. So when I saw this package, I wasn't quite sure what it was when it came in, because I've been ordering mad stuff on the internet. I've been purchasing things from Dead Canvas. I got a T-shirt from the Ugly Juggalo podcast I'm still waiting on. So it's like every time a package shows up, unless it has like, some sort of unless it says who I bought it from. Sometimes there's that third party company that I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't even remember what I bought. But check this out. All right. Got the protective tube, and all right, I'm gonna have to stand up to show you guys this. Fucking awesome. Look at this print. There's a lot of good stuff to choose from on Tom Wood's website, and I chose to go with this beauty. Trying to give you guys some of the detail here. But yeah, this zombie with the spinal cord and the buzzards above, this thing is fucking awesome. I can't wait to hang this up. I should probably frame this, huh? All right. And here's the best part. In the corner, if you can see, it says, "To BeastMasteR in Carnival Spirits, Tom Wood." He fucking personalized this for me. It's clearly his signature. I mean, when I saw that, I shit a brick. So very, very pleased with my Tom Wood fantasy art purchases. Like this print right here is fucking ill. The blanket is ill, and I highly recommend you guys check that shit out. Let me fix my camera. And of course, what else did we do last week? We looked at Instagram. At the end of the show, we played a song. We're going to do that every show. We're going to play a different song of mine at the end of every BeastMasteR show. But there's something I wanted to share with you guys right quick before we bring on today's guest, and that is a graphic that I made for Just a Ninja, the song we heard last week. This is the graphic that I used to promote the song when I first put it out there in 2007. So let me get the, let's see. Here it is. So I found this image. I think what this was, it was like an online comic, a comic strip. And I clearly have photoshopped it, so I don't even remember who it was, who the original artist or the name of the comic. I don't remember, but I changed it and I turned it into this hokey ad for my song. And of course, everyone at that time knew me for Dear Joe and Joey, so I had to market this to my audience. And it says at the top, "From the creator of Dear Joe and Joey, Juggalo BeastMasteR presents a new song for your bitch ass." And it's got the "perfect for juggalos. Click here to listen now." And then on the right at the bottom, it says, "sicker than the guys from Broken Lizard." You know who they are, like Super Troopers. "Harder than Sherry Moon Zombie's nipples." I think I was a pretty big fan of Rob Zombie's movies at that time, and his special lady Sherry Moon Zombie is hot shit in those movies. "Wicked Juggalo underground freshness. No other motherfucker could offer all this." And it's got my MySpace URL at the bottom. I thought this was clever as fuck. I mean, I got the image of myself in there, and it's on the. It's like my song in a can. It's canned goods, right? It says fast, smart, reliable, freaky, just a ninja in a can. So this shit, if you were on MySpace back in the day and you followed me, if you remember hearing Just a Ninja or any of my music on MySpace, you might have seen this graphic, on the internet, like way back, like 13 years ago. And I dug this up because I thought it would be fun to share with you guys. We heard the song last week. Should have shown you this last week, but better late than never, eh? All right. So with that being said, we're going to bring on today's guest, a good friend of mine, someone that you guys should already be familiar with. And if you're not, then I'm proud to introduce to you the one and only Abominable Panic 17. What up, homie?
Yo, what up, dude?
Oh, nice. You sound good. You got the headphones, like.
Yeah, these are my fucking gaming headphones.
Right on, right on. And you're a pretty heavy gamer. I mean, you know your shit. I know you get lost in those worlds playing for hours and hours. That's what gamers do. That's why I don't call myself a gamer, because I'll spend like 15 minutes on it and then I'm done. So
I wish I had that enthusiasm that I just lose interest quickly.
No, but what games are you playing lately? What's in your console, or what are you playing? Online games? Are you fucking with like that new PS5, or what's up?
The PS5, I'm gonna wait until next year for the fact that there's always very little games, and I got it's not that recent. I got a gaming computer.
Right.
So between the PS4 and the gaming computer, I'm like, I don't need the PS5 right now. But as far as games that I'm playing, like I told you, I was playing Batman.
Right, the Telltale version.
Yeah, it's a different twist. Like I said, I've never watched any of the recent movies. I've seen the one from the 90s, Batman Returns, I guess.
No shit.
Or whatever it's called.
So wait a minute. You're saying that you never watched Batman Begins or The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Rises?
I've never watched any of that.
Oh my god!
I've never watched any of that.
You're not the one, you know. Shit, man. That's my shit.
I did watch like 20 to 30 minutes of the newest Batman movie. I guess the one they're calling like an incel or some shit. I don't know what it's called.
You mean Joker?
Yeah, Joker. I guess it's not Batman.
No, it's not. It's not Batman. I mean.
I guess it's a spin-off, but it's not Batman at all.
It is Batman at all, because it has Bruce Wayne, it has his father, it has Alfred. It lives in Gotham City. It's a fucking Batman movie. It's a prequel.
Joker?
Yeah, it's an origin story for the Joker.
Yeah, I like I said, I only watched like 20, 30 minutes, so I haven't even finished the whole thing.
Dude, it's such a good movie, and honestly, it's like the last 20 minutes is what you really want to see. That's when it gets really deep. Like, I mean, that's when it gets intense. I don't know if the whole movie is kind of like a mind fuck, but don't get me started, man. Like that's a conversation for another time. A big part of the BeastMasteR show is going to be the movies that I fuck with. We're going to be talking about movies. In fact, we're going to be talking about movies in today's episode, and we are going to be talking about some Batman movies too. But just humor me for a second as I pull up a graphic and tell me about the Batman game. Like, because you were telling me the plot, or just repeat that for us, because I think anyone interested would like to hear what you said, because that was fucking dope. And I know, let me preface by saying I actually bought that Batman game on Telltale, on Steam.
Yeah.
And then when I purchased it, it told me that it wasn't compatible with a Mac. So I basically threw my money away, and it won't let me play it.
Oh yeah, I think there could be settings that you can use to filter out that
company. Telltale fucking folded. So I mean, it's over.
I mean, it came back. Somebody else bought it. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it's back.
That was old news, man. Look, I used to fuck with the Game of Thrones, the Walking Dead. There's a whole bunch of Telltale games that I fuck with. All right. and I'm totally come on, I got the Batman tattoo right here. I'm all about it. But when I purchased that shit, it was a pre-order because I was buying the hype. They were promoting it. They're like, pre-order this shit. So I did, and then when it came out, they're like, you can't play it.
Yeah. I mean, so there may be little spoilers in this, but basically the idea, I won't give too much away.
Okay.
Or some of the aspects of the storyline that interested me is that Batman's parents are actually involved in criminal activity. And I don't think, as far as the other movies, I don't think that's ever been a storyline.
I would say that those new Batman movies that you haven't seen, they don't. It's not like they're criminals, but they definitely put Bruce Wayne's dead father, who built all this thing. They kind of like painted him in a way where like maybe he wasn't exactly doing the best thing for the city, like, and that's what the whole uprise was. Anyways,
Okay.
it's not like he was a criminal,
Right.
but there was like
He wasn't clean.
It was murky water whether or not, like, you know what I mean, whether, because that's the whole point. It's like the corruption of the rich, right? Bruce Wayne is loaded. He inherited a fortune, so his father was obviously a target because he was making big moves. You know what I mean?
So, like, advancing in the story, Bruce Wayne and Batman, they both become hated through various actions of the game.
Right.
And that's basically kind of like the first season. I'm on the second season right now, and he actually starts working with the Joker and Harley Quinn to do something.
And that's the part I wanted you to mention, the fact that he's working with Harley Quinn.
Well, it's not even Batman, but it's Bruce Wayne. I don't think they know he's Batman yet, or they haven't let on that they know.
Right, like he's not like she's not in the know, but
right.
Okay, so Bruce Wayne's that's why I love those Telltale games. You don't know what direction you're going in.
Yeah, and there's also, when he's dressed up as Batman, there's like the detective or whatever, the main guy for the police force that he's working with. They're talking, and all of a sudden, like, I don't know, the state leader of this agency or whatever comes up, and he doesn't like her. Or I guess you can choose whether you like her or not. Mm-hmm. But at the end, she lets him know, I know you're Bruce Wayne, because he's dressed up as Batman. She's like, I know your secret.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, fuck. And that's as far as I've gotten so far.
Gotcha.
It's pretty crazy.
That's what's up. All right. So the next thing I'm going to bring up here is a meme, because, shit happens and everyone's got to make a meme about it, right? As soon as it goes down.
Right.
So here it is. This is you guys know who this is. Debo from Friday. And this meme is hilarious because if you know the movie Friday, somebody stole my Halo, and he's like, what Halo?
It's funny. Me and my homie were talking about this last night at his work. And as far as I know, Debo is famous from Friday, right? Like, I know he's in a lot of other things. He used to be a wrestler called Zeus or something like that.
Yeah, I was hoping that you could shed light on that maybe, but the reason that this is like the next thing we're talking about is because he's actually in one of those Batman movies that we were just talking about. He was in The Dark Knight.
I can see that.
I don't know if people know that. You know what I mean? And I mean, I'm looking at his IMDb right now, and oh my God, he has like 220 credits. I thought it was going to take me 2 seconds to find all the movies I love that he's in, but he's been in way more movies than I even seen.
Yeah.
But he's doing a lot of voice work on cartoons. He's been in a lot of shows that I fuck with. I mean, Jesus, I don't even know where to start on this list, but obviously Friday is one of those movies that was groundbreaking, Ice Cube's first movie.
And that's what's interesting is that he got famous and blew up over becoming a bully. Like he was legitimately. I mean, there may have been some parts that was funny, but he blew up by fucking punking people out.
Right.
It's kind of funny.
It is. Let's see. So after Friday, because he's in mad shit, like you said, he's a wrestler.
Yeah,
I saw this magazine cover of him facing off with Hulk Hogan in a movie that was in the 80s.
yeah,
I think it's called No Holds Barred. So that's kind of cool, you know. Like he's not only a wrestler, but he's actually in a movie with Hulk Hogan. I think I'm pretty sure I seen it because I used to watch like every movie known to man when I was a kid. But since Friday, you know, he did like spot appearances on like Martin, NYPD Blue, Barbed Wire. Remember that movie?
oh,
Pamela Anderson's show, Barbed Wire.
yeah,
He played a bouncer in that. He was in Moesha. He was in all these shows. He was in the Jamie Foxx show,
mm.
L.A. Heat. Okay, here's one. Here's the movie that I thought of first after Friday. Of course, is The Fifth Element. The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah,
He plays the galactic president in that movie, and I was wondering to myself, like, yo, The Fifth Element, that movie's huge, and it came out in 1997, and I wonder if Barack Obama watched that movie and was like, you know, one day the black president, just like him,
yeah,
just like Tiny.
yeah.
But yeah, so he's in a ton of movies, a ton of shows, a ton of cameos. I mean, I'm looking at this list right now. It just keeps going and going and going. Dracula 3000. What else? Yeah, Jesus. There's so many roles here. This guy definitely had this guy was a working actor. Like, so anyone who's a wrestler, you know, and obviously your career is you're limited, I guess. Well, maybe not. I mean, the Undertaker just retired and he's like 108, right?
Yeah. See, and that's the thing is that I don't know his legitimacy as a wrestler. Whereas what I mean is like you could call damn it, I'm gonna forget his name.
Chris Benoit.
No, he was an actor and he wrestled in WCW. He was on that movie Ready to Rumble.
Was it Sting?
No, no, he's an actor.
Oh, I man, that movie, doesn't that movie like have JCW like jerseys in it or something?
I don't. It's been a while since I could see that because it was around the time.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. It was from 2000.
Yeah, he'll be one of the main actors.
Oh, you're talking about fucking David Arquette.
David Arquette, yeah. See, where like you can call David Arquette a wrestler, but he wasn't like you can't say that he was like a Triple H or The Rock. You know what I mean? So I don't. I never knew how deep involved he was as far as a wrestler.
David Arquette got booked for JCW at the Gathering,
Yeah,
and then he made a documentary about his wrestling shenanigans. I actually want to see
yeah.
that.
I've heard it's pretty good.
You know what that reminds me of? And this all comes full circle because Joaquin Phoenix, who plays Joker in that new Batman movie,
Yeah,
did a thing where he quit acting to become a rapper. And so he went out to clubs and he started rapping, but he let himself go. He looked like a bag man, like he looked homeless. He looked like he was having a midlife crisis, and
right.
and so he started like going on to like David Letterman and stuff, and he'd like take his gum out and put it on the chair and like really kind of method acting, pretending that he was doing this thing. And then to come find out that Ben Affleck's little brother was directing a movie and they were doing a movie and it was a real life, like a almost like playing a joke on everybody, Or I guess it wasn't a joke, but it was more like an experiment, and then they filmed the whole thing. It's called I'm Not Here. And
Huh.
right? So that's what I feel like David Arquette did. He's going around fucking wrestling. He's going to the gathering of the Juggalos, and we're all like, "What the fuck, David Arquette? Like, ready to rumble, I guess." But little do we know, he's making a movie the whole time. He's filming a documentary about his life, and he's going out there and fucking, laying out fucking barbed wire or thumbtacks or whatever the fuck he's doing. He's bleeding in the ring,
Yeah. There's a clip that you can find of David Arquette wrestling Nick Gage, and I think he gets hit with a fluorescent light bulb for the first time, and you could just see him drop the act. Like, he was like, "Holy shit, dude! Those fucking light bulbs, they're unpredictable."
No doubt.
Kind of like fire. Like, you can't predict. It can cut you very small and you bleed like a motherfucker. It could cut you huge and it doesn't bleed. It's just, they're unpredictable.
All right, let's get rid of that graphic, and that's another one down. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. That to me, like, there was a segment I wanted to do on this show about dead celebrities, and I was going to kind of wait until future episodes to talk about any dead celebrities, and then another dead celebrity died. Sorry for the redundancy, but when the dead celebrity's dead, you gotta make a meme about it,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that one came out of nowhere. I didn't expect that. I guess you never expect. The other one that hit me like that was January 1st, a couple of years ago, when Uncle Phil died.
But he was old.
Yeah.
Debo, only in his 60s. That's not old. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's not. We don't know how he died yet, by the way. At least the TMZ reports I saw did not say cause of death. I mean, obviously, the first thing that came to my mind was COVID, but I mean, you just never know. You never know until the autopsy report, which has not come in yet. So let's see. What are we going to move on to next, man? God, I had my shit together all this time, and I don't want to fall down now. But there is definitely a list. I should pull my list up. My list of things to talk about. All right, here we go. So we covered a lot of what's on my list today is music related and movie related. And of course, the main topic is going to be the 5th Joker's card of the second deck, Insane Clown Posse's upcoming Yum Yum Bedlam album, and how it's been pushed from Christmas to March, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I forgot. See, I did forget something. I forgot the graphic that I was going to make. Is I had this calendar, and I was going to show you guys on the calendar, where all these releases are coming out. I mean, I did that. I did that. I'm going to show it to you. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to put the little Joker card images on the calendar, and I didn't. Now it's just stupid little circles right now. I'll do better next time, guys.
No, I was laughing because I don't know why, but whenever you said you were looking on the calendar, I just thought, like, where on the calendar did Insane Clown Posse hurt you? I don't know why. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. This joke can go in two directions. One, I'll just answer your question. Christmas panic. And then two, the second joke is show me on the Ding Ding doll where ICP hurt you.
Right? I mean, man, we've been through this. We've been through pushbacks. And pushbacks are happening in every avenue of entertainment. Like, there's video games that get pushed back. There's movies that are getting pushed back. And it's all, everybody likes to relate it to Corona, whether that's the truth or not.
Right. So I'll tell you this, man. All right. You know what? I kind of fucked myself up by putting too many graphics up on my thing. And you know how, like, when you have like a JPEG and
Yeah.
the name of the JPEG is just like
Numbers.
yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's all the same. They're all the same numbers. It's all today's date and then a number. And I'm like, oh, it's giving me a headache because now I keep clicking these things trying to find the graphic. This is my learning curve right here. Next time I do this, I need to name my graphics so that I'm not fucking clicking a million times looking for the one I want to show you. But here's the segue. Here's the segue, and here's the next thing, because we're not going to talk about the Yum Yum Bedlam just yet. We're not going to look at the calendar just yet.
Right.
But we will talk about this, the fact that, we know quite a lot about that next Joker's card. We know who's producing it, right? And so we've got multiple producers on a Joker's card, kind of like how the missing link was. The missing link had multiple producers.
Right.
Something that wasn't really commonly done before that. And Fearless Fred Fury was obviously it was all one producer. Well, actually, that's not true, because you had Flip the Rat, and then so you actually had production from some of these cats, like Devereaux. Okay, Devereaux is the artist I want to talk about right now. He's the one that we know is on the upcoming Joker's card. We heard his work with ICP already. Okay. And we also know that he's one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. I'm sorry, of the metropolis. And Panic, I don't know if you're up to speed with everything or every aspect of this. Do you know what the four horsemen of the metropolis is?
No.
Okay. Well, they announced it during the Insane Clown Posse seminar, during their Halloween live streams, and it's basically remixes. Okay, they're doing remix albums, and it's going to be different producers. On how like they had the Wraith remix double.
Oh yeah, so like a whole album like that.
Yeah, so each track was like a different, like one of them's produced by Monoxide, one of them's produced by Wolfpack, one of them's produced by KMK, one of them's produced by Eshon, that kind of shit, right?
Well, I don't think KMK will be producing shit.
No.
No. So is it like one specific album, or is it going to be an album of different songs?
That's a good question. I actually don't know I don't know if it's going to be one album or if they're going to release them, if it's like a series of mixtapes, like kind of like DJ Clay Let 'Em Bleed volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you know what I mean? So
yeah.
It could be a lot of remixes, or it could be just like one album, which would be cool. But all I know is that we don't know the music, so it could be songs throughout ICP's career, stuff from, I think what Violent J said is it could be like, Cotton Candy or you know what I mean? Like old songs from like the Tunnel of Love, or, it could be something from the Wraith, or, so we don't know. We don't know what it's going to be. But what we do know is that there are 4 producers involved, and one of them is Devereaux. And one of them is Shaggy the Airhead, okay? Now, Shaggy the Airhead is the one who produced Ding Ding Doll. And Devereaux and Shaggy the Airhead already collaborate with each other. If you don't know, Shaggy the Airhead is also the Lazy and Crazy merchandise creator. And I guess we were introduced to these guys through Ouija Mac. Ouija Mac's got his Wasteland album out. And I feel like there's all these connections everywhere, and all these motherfuckers are cool as shit. Like, shout out to Devereaux and shout out to Shaggy the Airhead for both being cool as shit. I mean, not only are they friends of Carnival Spirits, but they're pumping out music. Like, aside from their psychopathic affiliations, they're now on my radar, and I've been listening to their shit, and I got to tell you, man, like, I am super, super impressed with what I've heard from Devereaux just through his catalog of music in the past few years. And so that's why I wanted to talk about that shit right now, because, Because if you guys don't know, you got to go up on Spotify, search out Devereaux, and check out all his EPs. They're fucking awesome. They really are. And, they're not all the same type of music.
Yeah.
It's
Good luck trying to spell that shit if you don't fucking know how.
if you don't know how to spell it, it's DEVEREAUX. Now let's see if this works. Boom. There it is. Devereaux on the screen.
Maybe this is just me, but I'm not really into producers like that. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter to me who produces it. I just want to hear it.
I get that. I think different people listen to music for different reasons, and they enjoy it for different aspects of what it has to offer. Some people are all about, lyrics. Some people are all about that bass. Some people just, they just like the vibes. Some people they're drawn towards production and.
Yeah. Like, I couldn't tell you a favorite producer of anything.
Right.
I don't know. I guess that's just not my avenue.
No, it isn't. It isn't. But it is mine. I kind of think about. I pay attention to that shit, and I don't just do it with music. I do it with movies. Like, if I enjoy a movie, I fucking research the fuck out of the director of that movie, and I find out, like, what else has this director done. Because if I like this movie, I'll probably like other things he's done, and I really do deep dives on directors like that. And so I kind of did a deep dive on Devereaux. And by the way, this graphic we're looking at right now, this is a Devereaux EP that just dropped, like, today.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It showed up on my Spotify today. Unless it's one of those flukes. Like, remember earlier this year when I showed off that ABK album, and it was not really ABK. It was actually a French guy. I don't know. This showed up on Devereaux's fucking Spotify today, and it's like a punk album. It's not even hip hop. It sounds like something that you'd hear if you go to a Mighty Mighty Boston show and this guy's opening up, and it's fucking awesome. I mean, I love it, and a lot of his other stuff is kind of like that. It's it's not like that. I mean, a lot of his other stuff is all over the place. It's not just one style of music. So if you are curious, I'm going to tell you right now, this guy to me seems like he's got the chops like Mikey Clark, like the sound quality, and it's loud and it's exciting, it's fun, and I think when you have that kind of quality and you have the Wicked Clowns rapping over your shit, holy shit. It just has me pumped for the new Joker's card. It has me pumped for the Four Horses of the Metropolis. I mean, it really is something that I'll show you more graphics here because I took little screenshots of Devereaux's shit. Like, here's one of his like EPs. There's like a few songs, like, most of these EPs are like 4 or 5 songs each. And I'm sorry I have to make it disappear just to make sure that I'm not showing you the wrong graphic when I pull it up. Here's another album cover from Devereaux. These are albums that I've been bumping and loving. Okay, or not albums, but they're EPs, and some of them are singles. This one right here is called Phase One. I really like this one a lot. It's got he's collaborating. Hold on, pull up his name right here. Castle Hill. So this is the Devereaux Castle Hill collaboration. It's guitar driven. It's fucking sick. These guys have also worked together on an EP called Comfortable Nightmare, and shout out to Darby O'Trill, another dude who is working with these guys. And in fact, I got a CD right here. I'll show you. Let's see.
I don't know how y'all keep up with so many people, dude. I really don't.
Well, Panic. There's like a million people to keep up with. I'm only talking about like 3 dudes right now. This isn't that complicated.
I don't know how y'all do it, man.
I'm talking about 3 people. Panic. This is not like a who's who of the underground. I'm just talking about people. Here, check it out.
I'm pretty sure the same thing could be said about some of the stuff that I follow. So
yeah, absolutely. Like all these wrestlers you know about, fucking goes right over my head.
yeah. So
check this out, man. This is a dope fucking CD right here. I bump it on online. I got this copy right here, but it's Darby O'Trill and Devereaux. It's called Piecemeal. Kind of reminds me of The Thing. Look at that.
That looks like a show that would be on MTV in the early 2000s whenever they're showing like animated cartoons.
Hell yeah, some Ren and Stimpy gross shit. Track listings on the back. So it's just exciting for me because not only is there new music to look forward to, but there's like new music already out there that you haven't heard. And if you don't even know to look for it, how the fuck are you gonna know? That's why I wanted to fucking just show this stuff to you guys, and maybe you'll enjoy it like I am. This is the cover for Comfortable Nightmare. I'm sorry, yeah, Comfortable Nightmare. That's what it's called. That's Castle Hill and Devereaux right there. I love the artwork.
Yeah.
Love that shit. All right, what else? Is there another one? There is. There's more. This one's called Flex. I believe this is the one that came out in 2017. Yeah, it's actually called Pineapple Flex. And this one is the only one that's not like a 5-song EP. This is like a full-length album. It's dope as fuck. I fuck with this hard, all right? So I'm just putting this stuff out there. I think it's fucking worth checking out. I mean, if you knew that this guy is going to be working with the Wicked Clowns in the future, and you enjoy that shit. Now, again, if you don't like it, then fuck you. I ain't trying to fucking push me to tell you that you need to enjoy something, but I'm telling you, I'm enjoying this shit and
right.
Trying to share the love. And if you guys actually do check it out, I want your feedback. Let me know. Let me know if you bumped it. Check out Pineapple Flex. Check out Phase 1. Check out Comfortable Nightmare. Check out Piecemeal, Darby O'Trill. So Cali Green Too Fresh made a visualizer for a new song produced by Devereaux, featuring Darby O'Trill and Shaggy the Airhead rapping. It's called Street Trash, and you can find it up on Fago Lovers right now. It's really cool. He tried to upload that shit on Carnival Spirits. It got flagged for some reason. YouTube didn't like it. So it's too extreme for YouTube, but you can find it on Fago Lovers. All right, check that shit out. It's called Street Trash. Dope ass visualizer for the song made by Cali Green Too Fresh, our homie and yours. All right, so let's see here. Graphics. Yeah, I don't know why I thought I could just open all the graphics all at the same time and then know what the fuck was going on. All right, speaking of Cali Green Too Fresh, let me show you another fucking thing that just showed up in my feed today. All right, this right here. Look at this. I don't know who made this graphic, but I love it. This is a teaser. This is a teaser. A new fucking Dark Half track with Shade. Okay, if you guys don't know who Shade is a fucking up and coming Juggalo rapper. He was on CPN's show a few months ago. A little conversation about a Juggalo rapper. Cali Green Too Fresh interviewed Shade on Carnival Spirits years ago, I believe. I remember, or maybe that was Darby O'Trill. Oh shit, I'm confusing things. All right, my bad. I got shit for brains. I don't remember correctly, but these guys are all dope. And this track right here, I'm not saying that I had anything to do with it, but I may or may not have helped facilitate this track to get made. That's all I'm going to say. And obviously, Geno Cult shit is no longer with us. Rest in peace. So this is a what do you call it when you have music that comes out after you're dead? Like Tupac, he had like 12 albums that came out posthumously or something. Is that how you say it?
I have no clue.
I always butcher that word, but
Anonymously, maybe.
Honestly, I don't know. Hominously, I think. But I'm excited for this track because, first of all, that graphic has got me hype. I mean, it's just fucking beautiful. I don't know who made that, but you can see the LSP logo in the corner. You can see the Team Hecka logo in the right-hand corner, and you guys know that Cali Green 2 Fresh is the man in charge of Hecka. Like he is the guy behind the guy. So I just want to promote my homies' projects, and I don't know when this is dropping. I think they even said, but I forget. So look forward to this coming soon. Pretty fucking dope. Okay, thank you, Echoside Fiend, for the pronunciation. It's post Thumishly. Oh, I can't say that.
Anonymously.
Thum Isley. So I think it's post Thum Isley. That's not right. That is not right. It's okay though. This isn't being graded, so no one's gonna hold this against me. But I did tell Facebook to troll me today, so go ahead and fucking do your worst. All right. So what else dropped today? You know what? I listened to a bunch of new music today. Let's jump into this one. All right. So here's a graphic for a song that showed up in my Spotify, and I didn't know who the fuck it was. Like I wasn't sure who Heretic Click is. If anybody here knows who the Heretic Click is, let me know.
No clue.
Yeah, I don't know either, but according to Spotify, they've been putting out mixtapes and music since 2013. I mean, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they got like almost a dozen albums out. Albums, mixtapes, whatever. I'm going to be a little mean right now and say they kind of look like juggalos that would be performing around like 2 p.m. on the small. I'm just saying like they got that look, they got that face paint, and but this track is pretty dope, and the reason it popped up on my Spotify is because it features Esham. Okay, okay, so that's why it popped up. And if you guys didn't know, there's a new Esham collab track out there, and it's called Acid, and it's definitely got that new vibes, that Ouija Mac trap, whatever the fuck, Suicide Boys. I don't know what you call the new shit, but it sounds like that new shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sounds like that new popular shit. So, and I'll say this about the track, okay? Esham has a line in this song where he says, smoking dead flowers while I'm alive, give me my roses. And I love that line, okay? We're going to talk about that line. First of all, you guys know that Esham has like an EP out called Dead Flowers.
Yeah.
And just the way he says it in this song, it's like smoking dead flowers while I'm alive. It makes me feel like he's talking about weed, right? Smoking dead flowers, smoking marijuana, right? And then that next line, give me my roses. And I thought, like, holy shit, I have been hearing this in so many fucking songs. Like this is like a trend. All right. Everybody is piggybacking on the roses thing. And I can't even tell you who all is saying it, but I can tell you the first time I heard it, and I'll show you right now. Let me pull that graphic up. let's see, where is it? Got it right here. It's a track. I wonder if this is just gonna. Oh, here it is. Boom. Nice. I can do it this way. So, Joyner Lucas is the artist. The song is called Will, and this is a remix of the song featuring Will Smith. The whole song is about how Joyner Lucas is inspired by Will Smith. Will Smith, the rapper, of course, right? Will Smith, Fresh Prince. And in this song, you can even see the roses, right? On the album art. But in this song, Will Smith is on there. I fucking love this song. It's really cool, because Will Smith raps about, he's like, oh, you're showing me love? Well, let me get on that song with you and show love right back at you. And he goes, Joyner, I know you were inspired by me like I was inspired by Nelson Mandela. I give him a rose for every endeavor. So he's given Nelson Mandela a rose. Well, Nelson Mandela died in 1999, and that's what you do when someone dies. That's like a thing. Like, remember, here we go with another Batman reference, but do you remember Seal? You remember Seal with that song, A Kiss from a Rose?
Oh, yeah.
That song is on the Batman Forever soundtrack. That's the one with Val Kilmer, okay? And a kiss from a rose on the grave, ooh, do, and that's like a real visual thing. You see it in the movies all the time, and if you've lost people that you love, maybe you've placed a rose on a casket for a loved one that you've lost before, and so I like the line, that he was inspired by Nelson Mandela. I give him a rose for every endeavor. Real dope line. And then later in the song, he has another line where he says, Martin Lawrence gets a rose too.
Oh, fuck.
well, they're bad boys. What you gonna do? Those two made those movies, man. And they literally just made that fucking movie, Bad Boys Part 3 or Bad Boys for Life, like just recently. So, I think it might have been a reuniting of the two. I don't know if they fuck with each other like behind the scenes or if they, like they're back on the set again for the third movie and they haven't seen each other since the second movie. I don't know their relationship. But in the song, Will Smith is giving a rose to Martin Lawrence, saying he a legend and he a GOAT too, like he a GOAT, greatest of all time. And basically that's all I wanted to say about the situation is that I have, ever since this song came out, I keep hearing rappers throwing in a line about giving a rose to the people that they love as like a symbol of showing respect, giving props to a motherfucker before they die, as opposed to waiting until they're dead.
Oh, okay. I see. I thought like maybe Will Smith was saying, I'll give a rose to fucking Martin Lawrence. Like, you're done, dude.
No, you took that all wrong.
Yeah. That's why I laughed. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's all right. No, I think it's funny when you misunderstand and get the wrong idea, because that's funny.
Like, your career's finished.
Yeah, so check this out. Here's a post that oops, what am I doing? Where am I? This is a graphic that Isham showed the other day on Facebook. It says, people have so many good things to say about you, but you have to die first.
Yeah.
And that is deep. Like this all makes me feel like it's all kind of this was all meant to be talked about today, right? The roses. And when I saw this, it just struck a chord in me, because just like the day after I went live last week, or the 2 days, the day after I went live last week was my homie Twiz's birthday. Okay, Twiz passed away in 2009, and so it's been a long time. It's been over a decade since I lost one of my best friends, and I'm just saying, like, every year on the day he died, on the anniversary of the day he died, and every year on his birthday, I see the same thing. You know, everybody is always lamenting their lost, their fallen ninja. You know, this guy that meant a lot to all of us, and I just think like there's so many people out there that we all say we care about. You know,
Yeah.
we all say we care about each other and we all care about our friends, but very rarely do I ever see anybody giving roses to people while they're still alive to receive them. You know, and
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to call anybody out. I'm just saying that this shit struck a chord with me. You know, and uh, and I feel like I'm guilty of it too. You know, I don't really extend myself. In fact, I'm actually the worst at it. I'm the worst. I saw a meme the other day that said something like, "Do you ever check a text message from someone and you think, I'll get back to them later when I have more energy?" And then before you know it, 2 weeks go by and you're a horrible person. Yeah, it's rough, man, because I just I feel like, get rid of that graphic? Oh, I don't know. How do I do this? I feel like, you know, this year has been such a challenging year. A lot of people are leaving too early. I mean, thousands of people a day dying from COVID. It has me a little on edge, and I'm not going to turn this into the COVID cast, and we're not going to dwell on that. But just since Thanksgiving, I know a number of people that have caught this virus, family members, my oldest uncle, cousin, a cousin and his wife, and several people in the Juggalo community as well that I don't want to put on blast if they're not comfortable with that. But I will say that, you know, the few of them that have put themselves on blast, like CPN, Roxy Red, I just want to, you know, say I hope you guys recover quick. You know, I hope you guys don't, you know, grow web toes or have any brain issues or any long lasting effects of COVID that we don't know what's going on with this fucking virus. I mean, they're pretty vocal about their advocating for, you know, the vaccine, and I know that's a really touchy subject. A lot of people are on different sides of a fence, and a lot of people don't know how to handle opposing ideas and opinions, and it all turns into a big fucking clusterfuck that I want no part of. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm not worried about something that's out of my control, and it's taken a long time for me to become comfortable with this very uncomfortable world that we're living in. Because again, I'm a essential worker, and every day I'm out there and I hear and see things that make me feel uncomfortable. Very often, I see things online that just sketch me out, and it's like I don't have it in me to be a bleeding heart for every single person out there who has it rough. But my God, like, you know, if there are people out there that you care about and they're having a hard time, reach out to them, help each other out. Like, I mean, there's got to be some sort of common middle ground where we can all find the humanity and the best out of each other instead of ripping each other apart over differences of politics and, you know.
Right.
And especially when it leans on the side of like conspiracy theories and like, you know, but then again, like when the new president is inaugurated next year, and people have you know, are catching feelings over that, you know, it is what it is, and it's going to be what it is. It's just I don't know what the future holds, and I'm not really going to let that stop me from living my best life. And I'm here to show you that. I'm here to do what I need to do for myself, you know, and I'm here to do my thing, and I'm not trying to fucking belittle anybody who feels different about these things. So I'm not even going to go there, even though we just went there. So now we're going to reel it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I feel about that. You know, if there's someone out there that you haven't talked to in a while, reach out to them, give them a call, text them, ask them how they're doing, give them a fucking rose.
That's all it takes. Hey, what up? How you doing? And if they don't want to talk, fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I hit you up. You didn't want to say nothing. All right, cool.
And I'm that kind of guy that will, like, I'll hit people up in a soft way. Like, I'll start off by just liking things they post on Facebook. Maybe I'll leave a comment. And very quickly I noticed that some people reciprocate and some people don't. And then my paranoid brain starts to wonder, well, why doesn't this guy talk back? Or why doesn't he respond? Why doesn't he like anything I post? Like, does this guy even fucking like me? Like, sometimes my brain tricks me into thinking that I have more frenemies than I actually do. And so I get all fucked up, man. And I have to remind myself that everybody is on their journey, and some people are in a phase of their life where, you know, they don't have time to fuck with me, and I can't take that personally, you know, because
Yeah.
there are times in my life where I can't fuck with other people, you know, and I take hiatuses from social media, and I go internet dark, you know, I disappear sometimes, and but you know, anyone who knows me knows that if they reach out to me, I respond back. I do. And if I haven't, probably means that you caught me at a bad time, and I'm a horrible person for letting too much time go by before I reach back. You know, so I feel a little guilty for doing it, and then I feel a little weird when people do it to me. And so when Isham showed that image, right? So many people have good things to say about you, but you have to die first. And I think about all the people out there that love Twiz, and they're always celebrating his life every year, and like they don't even wish me a happy birthday, and I'm alive still. It's like, all right, whatever. You know, and that's fine, because he was a fucking way better dude than I was. But the thing is that I felt like I lost a best friend when he died, and everybody kind of felt that way. He was one of those dudes that made everybody feel so good, and it's just so unfortunate that we lose all the best people too soon. You know, like Big Nick a couple of years ago. He was one of those dudes too. He was a pleasure to know. And I mean, it's not like only good people die. Fucking the Wraith don't discriminate. You can be a piece of shit and you can die too. Everyone can die. Everybody can fuck off and die. Don't get me wrong. But you know, it's just when you leave the rest of us behind, we got to deal with our emotions and figure out how we're going to carry on without, you know. So it feels like somebody let the dogs out, Panic.
Oh, can you hear him?
Yeah. It's all good though.
Bastards.
All right, let's see where the next graphic is coming from. We got our Devereaux. We got our. All right, well, look, we're on Isham right now, and Isham released that. Well, let's say the Heretic Clique released their new track featuring Isham. Let's look at some of these tracks that Isham fucking released recently, because they are fucking dope. And I hear you if you're in the chat saying Isham fell off. Like, that's just your opinion, man.
It's the internet. Everybody's professional.
All right. Xmas is dead. Christmas is dead. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. I like this track a lot. Came out recently. I bumped it a few times. It's one of those tracks that guitar driven, you know, and obviously Isham's been performing with a live guitarist and drummer recently. Really enjoying those live sets. So I'm at the Gathering a few times doing that. And this is the type of song that I fuck with, okay? And it's a Christmas song, so it's pretty fucking cool. If you haven't checked out Christmas is Dead, I recommend it. And what else has Isham put out?
And please note that it's a guitarist and a drummer, not just a drummer. Because just a drummer sounds like shit.
What, like just a drummer and
just a drummer over a beat sounds dumb as fuck.
Well, I mean, I guess, but isn't that what hip hop started out as? Like they all sampled that drummer.
But I mean, just like a live drummer, like over a audio played guitar, like just have a real fucking guitarist there.
It's like James Brown's drummer, you know, had like a or you know, he had some drum that somebody sampled, and then everybody just, so it's like the same drum sample used in millions of fucking songs, all uncredited, all like before, you know, sampling, you know, became a thing you could get sued for and shit, like all before Paul's Boutique. You know, you can't make an album like Paul's Boutique anymore, Beastie Boys. But fuck the Beastie Boys and the Dalai Lama. All I'm saying is Esham's been putting out new music all year. Here's another track he put out this year that is dope, that sounds nothing like the others. Here's another one he put out this year. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. I like that one a lot. Before that, he put out Shark Food, which is dope. Shark Food actually just kind of sounds like an extension of this one, Put On Your Mask. It almost, to me, they sound like they're the same song, like just different hooks, but very similar vibes on those two tracks. And then those are all singles he dropped. Obviously, in the beginning of the year, he dropped a double album, She Loves Me and She Loves Me Not. So I don't know. I guess when I woke up this morning and found a new Esham track, I figured this was a good excuse just to talk about Esham's new shit, reminisce on some of the old shit that he had put out this year. And then, of course, we're going to – well, not of course, but then we're going to top it off by looking at one more thing that Esham posted recently. And I don't know if you know what this is going to be or not, but I died laughing when I saw this. And shout out to Rombone of Beneath the Dirt for sharing the graphic on Instagram, because it looks like maybe this was something that he posted on Twitter. And
I have no clue who that is.
That right there is Jamie Madrox of Twisted. And
I know Jamie.
Okay, so Jamie Madrox of Twisted must be taking requests for a playlist, or I don't know what's going on, but it says Madrox Music Picks. So that means he must be he's like he's putting out music, or he's sharing music that he likes, or underground music. I don't know. All I know is that Esham comes out of nowhere with Add Slim Anus. That's my favorite song you made, Jamie.
What a dick. He's just trying to forget his past.
But Panic. Oh, all right. Do I even need to say the iron? I don't know, man. I don't even know how to attack this, but this topic.
They can try all they want, but they're not going to outlive their past, man.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, I know they don't want anyone to listen to that song. I tell you that, because they would much rather like do a song with Eminem and have him forget all about this fucking crazy ass diss track that they made with ICP back in the day.
I mean, I don't know Eminem personally, but I think he would maybe respect him more if they actually, we did that. It was a different time back then, rather than, no, we didn't do it. We didn't do it.
Well, I don't know if they're denying they did it, but they definitely don't want it brought up. And that's why it's funny that Esham brings it up, because it just feels like Esham is not afraid to take shots. He's not afraid to take shots. He's done it before. He does it all the time. Remember when he fucking took shots at Jelly Roll? And I see motherfuckers are bringing up Jelly Roll. And Esham is great, but him trying to feud with Jelly Roll was a mistake. Jelly Roll would murk Esham. All right, well, I mean, I get it. You're on Team Jelly Roll, but that whole interaction was just fucking comedy, because he makes a comment, and then the response, and it goes back and forth. It spirals out of control. We're not even talking about the music, guys. I mean, we're just talking about how people carry themselves and how their egos get bruised so easily. And I don't think Esham was giving two fucks about anything when he said that.
Yeah, I don't think he cares who's better, or you know what I mean. Like, he don't give a fuck. He was just having fun.
Look, I like watching No Jumper clips on Facebook, and he interviews rappers that I've never heard of before. All right, No Jumper.
Oh,
I'm just saying that podcast. He interviews rappers I've never heard of before, and I see like these little short clips on Facebook, and of course they got their titles that are explaining what the video is about, and it's always like, oh, this guy talks about what it was like being dissed by this other guy, and I'll watch it. It's like a 5-minute video, and and dude was like, the one I just recently watched is like, yeah. So how'd you feel when you got dissed by Little Yachty or whatever, and he'll talk about it, and he's like, oh, I mean, it's crazy. He don't like me because I roll with this guy, and I aligned myself with this guy, so
Oh,
it's like, and that shit happens everywhere. Panic. It's not just
yeah,
juggalos. Juggalos ain't fucking different than no one else. We all fucking choose our fucking tribe.
yeah,
So it's like, yeah, I get it. Jelly Roll rides with MNE. Him and George are fucking BFFs. We know this. So if
right.
if Isham is just like taking shots at fucking rappers that he doesn't care for, that's on him. And it's really entertainment for us as the fans. We can pile on and shit on rappers we don't like.
Yeah,
What I'm saying is people already do it. Everyone's
right.
shitting over ICP. Everyone's
I don't
already
give a fuck about Jelly Roll. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them.
all right.
I
Well,
never listened to a track.
you know what? I would like to say the same thing. It's just I don't want to say fuck them. It's like I don't mean fuck them. It's just but I don't listen to them either. But
Just
nah,
try it out. Just
fuck
try
'em.
it out. Just try it out.
All right, fine. Fuck Jelly Roll. I don't feel good because I have no reason to say that. Like he never did nothing to me.
You don't have to mean it. It's just to say it, just to say it.
Right, but that's the thing. People say things they don't mean. People say things they mean in the moment.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the thing. You in the comments, people are saying things like on purpose just to trigger people. What do you call that? Oh yeah, trolling.
Well, I mean, saying it in the sense that we are, if you're laughing and you're saying it, you can, okay, they're probably fucking around. But reading a comment, that's hard to decipher what kind of emotion is going into a written out comment.
And so things get taken out of context very quickly. And I don't want to call anybody out for for any reason. I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to attack people, but I gotta laugh when people are taking shots at each other publicly for our entertainment. All right, that's just funny. That's just funny.
I do remember when that was coming out, and I forgot who said it, but they said, I guess that guy, the Jelly Roll, he always causes drama anytime an album's coming out, and that's probably why that happened. I think it was CPN who said that.
Well, it could have been
wrong. I could be wrong.
Doing him a solid and saying, like, behind the scenes, they could have been talking on the phone, saying, "Yo, fucking leave me a snarky comment on Twitter, and I'll fire back." And we're gonna drum up some attention from my upcoming album. Isham could be working with him, like we don't know.
Yeah, it's not impossible.
And I wouldn't put it past him. That's some covert, sneaky, like manipulative, like marketing right there. And if that wasn't done on purpose, you really think Jelly Roll is complaining that Isham is drawing attention to him before his album comes out? That's like a fucking blessing. Just saying, that's fucking crazy. If I had a song coming out, an album coming out, and Isham fucking commented my shit, and now bloggers and juggalos are screenshotting and sharing my shit, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Because of course there's going to be those people, I'm this side, I'm that side, and then there's just those people, I'll give it a chance. Oh, right. This is not that bad.
Right. Everyone's going to ride hard for their team.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, because we're a Juggalo channel, and we're a very pro ICP, I'd say, like, channel, because that's the reason we're Juggalos over here. Being a Juggalo for more than half my life, it's never not going to be about ICP. Everything else is bonus to me. Everything I enjoy that I discovered because of the realm of ICP is just more flavor on top of the fucking cake. That's a weird way to say it, but I like flavor, man. So if I hear something I don't like, I'm not the type to fucking try to take it down a peg. I just don't do it. I just don't consume what I don't enjoy. And the last thing I'll say before we move on to the next is that there are times in my life where because of depression, okay, I'm going to blame depression on this, but there are times in my life where I just lose interest in things that I used to feel passionate about. That happens when you get depressed sometimes. Like, There were times when I used to fucking fuck with so many different music. I can't talk. I used to fuck with so much music, and then there've been times where I just was like not feeling it anymore. It's not that I didn't like it anymore. It's just I wasn't in the mood
Yeah.
for music anymore. And there was a long period of time where I really wasn't interested in underground rap anymore. You know, I blame depression because I used to love it, and I still do love it. It's just maybe I fell out of love with it for a while, you know. And one of the only things that keeps me going is music. So when you fall out of love with something that's your lifeblood, you know you're not doing good, you know.
Right.
So anyway, that's just my take on it. It's like sometimes you feel like a Snickers, and sometimes you feel like lasagna. You know, sometimes
Or maybe you're like looking for something newer, a different genre. I don't know, a different type or something.
yeah, a different genre, right? Like, and I do that, dude. I mean, look, you guys saw last week. I showed my top five, and I fuck heavy with REM. I fuck with PJ Harvey. You
Yeah,
know,
like you can't keep it. I know some of the people liked it, but you can't keep it fucking hardcore all the time. You know what I mean?
anyone who acts like they do, you know, behind the scenes when the internet's off and you know the shades are down, you know they're fucking chilling and maxing, and anyone who tries to pretend like they're not out there looking for companionship and and you know and love and affection and you can
Yeah.
enjoy the finer things in life, and you know and you don't have that. I mean, whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. Some people enjoy shit that I just don't like, you know. So it is possible that there are hardcore motherfuckers that just, you know, they
That
keep
would
it real.
suck. I keep it real all the time.
But there's people out there that are so basic that, you know, I don't want to make fun of people that like country music, but there's people that are like, I only listen to country music.
That's
Right.
that's the one avenue I can't go down. I can't
Right.
do it.
But see, but put in any genre you want. There's people
Yeah.
that only fuck with dubstep, or there's people that only fuck with, you know, like they only fuck with like hardcore hip hop. And so you hear hip hop and it's not hardcore enough, they're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, shit, to each their own, man. But on the BeastMasteR show, we're going to talk about music that I like, and we're definitely going to maybe do deep dives once in a while on artists that I just discovered or artists that I really fuck with. That you know, I think it would enrich your life if you actually took the time to listen to. So I'm going to advocate for artists that are doing big things, and um, right now I'm enjoying Esham's shit. Okay, there was a time when I wasn't fucking with Esham. You know, there's definitely a love-hate relationship between Esham and the Juggalo community. I mean, he's gone from doing collabs to doing diss tracks to Violent J, and you know, it is a long, complicated road that they've been on. And
Yeah.
it seems that right now, as the cards have fallen, Esham is kind of back on Team Psychopathic. You know, not that he's signed, but he's
Yeah.
he's cool with them, and he's definitely aligned himself with them. He has chosen his tribe when it comes to the feud.
I wasn't a fan of his dubstep phase. I gotta say, I wasn't really into that.
What was his dub? Was that like the DMT sessions or the Scribble album or?
I want to say specifically the reanimation or the I don't know. I think it was like a picture of the world on the album,
Yeah. I know.
something like that.
Yeah, we're not gonna pull that up, or I'm not
Yeah.
gonna remember what it's called, but I know what you mean. All right, I'm gonna pull up another graphic here because there was another song that came out today or yesterday that I fuck with. This song is so fucking funny. All right, Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper is one of my favorite all-time rock and roll legends. I fuck with all his music, the early shit and the new shit. And this song right here, actually, that's not the name of the song. That's the name of the album that's coming out. Hold on. The song is called. Fuck is it?
So I'm guessing this is a newer song.
Yeah, it just came out. Okay, this song is called "Our Love Will Change the World." Okay, it's a trick. The title of the song is a trick. Because what does that make you think? Our love will change the world. What does that make you think of? Like, what do you think this song is about?
Something that's impossible.
No, it's actually not. This song is about something that's already a reality. Okay,
Hmm.
this song, I don't want to play it because I don't want to get flagged, but
Yeah.
basically the song is like, our love will change the world, and it's about all of the sensitive people out there that have no tolerance for anything they don't like. It's about cancel culture.
Uh,
It's about everyone who rejects everything that isn't what they are all about. And it is so fucking, it's like a song for the times, this right here. Okay? Our love will, it's a total tongue in cheek, very funny fucking song because it's shots taken, shots fired. This song is shots fucking fired.
yeah.
And if you hear this song and you feel like it's shots fired at you, then you might be a part of the problem. That's all I'm gonna say.
I feel offended already.
Well, panic. Your love will change the world.
We'll see if I can get around to that.
All right, man. Look, you guys don't. I mean, you don't have to. I don't care. I don't care if you check it out or not. But I fucking
Right.
love it. I fuck with it. I think there might be one more fucking. All right, I already showed you guys that new Devereaux EP. All right, here's one more. This is one more fucking album that came out. I haven't even heard the whole thing yet, but I listened to a couple of tracks and it's fucking dope. Have you ever heard of Locksmith?
No.
Okay. I wish I had more knowledge about Locksmith on hand. I didn't have a chance to do research. Not gonna do a deep dive right now, but I think I discovered Locksmith through Slain or Ill Bill of La Coca Nostra.
So before you say anything, I'm getting like maybe not a classic metal, but like a metalish feel, like maybe kind of like Alice Cooper or something.
No,
Just by looking at the album.
no, you're wrong. This is hip hop. This is hip hop.
Oh, okay.
Actually, this album cover is very much this album cover speaks volumes if you just listen to the first track of the song. Of the album. The first track of the album is called "Out of Reach," and Locksmith talks about how he is a mixed race, right? His mother and father are black and white, so he's half white, half black. Okay,
Okay.
and in the first song on this track, it's really good. He talks about how he got fucked with as a kid for being mixed, right? For being half black, half white, and look at that album cover. Look at that cartoon bunny rabbit in the labyrinth. One's white, one's black.
Yeah, I could see that now.
Yeah, really fucking good. And I only made it a couple of songs into this album. I'll be checking out the whole thing later, and I highly recommend Locksmith if you guys like hip hop. This guy is fucking dope. I mean, that's it. I can't sell it more than that. He's fucking dope. Okay, if you like lyrics, this guy's lyrical as fuck and is really, really poignant fucking shit right here. Yeah, so I wanted to share that with you guys because it just came out. It just dropped. So I think that's all the music. I think we're done with the music segment of the show. Okay, one more. I saved the best for last though. This right here also dropped today. And shout out to Big Nick because I know this band was one of his favorites. Steel Panther, and this one is Rock and Roll Panic. You know Steel Panther?
I've heard of them, but I've never listened.
They're like they're almost like a parody group of 80s rock. Okay,
Okay.
It's just pure guitar, hair metal, like the lead singer of this band actually used to be in a Van Halen cover band. Like, so he could sing all those Van Halen songs, you know.
Mm.
And the lead guitarist and I think the primary songwriter for the band, Satchel, used to play for Rob Halford, Judas Priest. So Steel Panther came out with a track today called "Fuck 2020." It's a great anthem for this shit year that we've been going through. It's I feel like between this and Isham's Christmas song, and it's just great, man. So I mean, but this is a fun song. It's rock. Lyrics are funny, but not really. It's almost like it's almost sad how true it is. But the sentiment is something I think we can all share. Fuck 2020. Steel Panther made an anthem for us. Check it out if you're down. If you don't, I don't care. I think that is the end of the music section. Now let's see. Any more images in my folder? Nope, that was it. So we made it. We made it through the music segment of the show. Not bad, not bad. And it's only been an hour and a half. You know, last week we went for less than an hour, and I might have told y'all that we were only going to do hour-long shows, but this week we're going longer, and this is probably how it's going to be moving forward. I should probably not make promises about future episodes on this show because things are going to,
yeah,
you know. And so that brings me to the next topic, which is a comment that we got from Joker's Gallery on a recent video on our Juggalo AD series that Callie Green and I have been doing recently. If you guys haven't watched previous live streams the past 3 weeks, we haven't done anything about it, but we started a new series called Juggalo AD. Juggalo AD is like our, how do you describe it? Okay, let's say that the Wraith Shangri-La, the 6 Jokers card, the almighty 6 Jokers card, represents the birth of Christ. And everything before the Wraith would be considered Juggalo BC, right? Yeah. Before the Carnival, I guess, right? And so everything after the Wraith would be considered Juggalo AD. Just like our money says, "In God we trust," you know, everyone, you may say that you don't believe in God and you don't follow that Christian shit, but if you look at a calendar and you tell me what year it is, then you're obviously following the rules that were set by the birth of Christ and the way that we started counting years, you know, from that moment, and everything before then goes back. So it's like negative Jesus and positive Jesus, you know. So BC, AD, I don't know. That's what we decided to do. Is we decided to call our series Juggalo AD because we started talking about albums that came out after the Wraith, and we started with the Calm, and then we did the Tempest, and we did 2 episodes on the Calm. I think we did, or 1 on the Calm, 2 on the Tempest. I don't know. The next one is going to be on Eye of the Storm. And it's been 3 weeks since we've last done it. And we just got a comment today from Joker's Gallery kind of calling us out for being inconsistent. And I guess the screen, I'll read the comment. I don't have the screenshot handy, but I got the comment right here. At least I thought I did. Oh, I'm in the wrong page. He said, no new episodes for 3 weeks. Juggalo YouTube community, biggest problem is consistency. Every good Juggalo show starts missing its schedule, and that's the death of a show. And I told him that he's not wrong, okay? And then I also told him that I would explain, or I would address it today in this show. So here I go.
Motherfucker, we work.
Well, again,
kick back. The fuck.
You don't panic. I can always count on you to just fucking throw it out there like that. Fuck Jelly Roll and we work. Yeah, yes, that is the answer. But I'm going to soften it up a bit and say, look, it is true. We're working full time over here, but the real reason that specific series was put on hold is because that's Cali Green Too Fresh's series that I'm helping him with. And so I am not doing it without him, and he's not doing it without me. And the two of us have very different schedules. He's on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. I have a bedtime of embarrassingly, before 9 p.m. on the East Coast. And because I work the early morning shift and I'm up before the sun. And so anyways, my schedule is different. And Cali Green is like a night owl, and he's on the other. And he also has 5 kids, by the way. And he's also dealing with COVID and just a million things that I don't think that it's my place to speak on. So, yeah. And Cali's got funny stories about every day different shit is happening with him. He has the craziest life ever. And he's also multitasking like a million projects that, again, I don't want to speak on if some of these things aren't really public knowledge or it's just not my place. So, he's obviously working with Hecka, and he's working with Fago Lovers. He's working with Carnival Spirits. He's doing he wears a lot of hats. And yeah, So my answer to Joker's Gallery is I blame Cali Green Too Fresh. I'm passing the buck to him, not hating. And I don't blame you guys if you're frustrated, because I want to see that series continue as well. I can honestly tell you that we didn't even try to do it over the week of Thanksgiving.
Didn't
try, okay? When we did, the one time we tried to pick that series up, it was this week. And at the last minute, Cali Green had to cancel. And dude, I don't want to, air his laundry out, but I think he had to be at the DMV like fucking 3 or 4 times in the same week trying to be road legal. And so it's like he's taking care of business. And go ahead.
At the same time, he's not wrong. Consistency with anything, you're gonna be better at it. I mean, that's just common knowledge. I don't know if it had to be brought up, but as YouTubers, we know that.
Oh, we know it.
Yeah.
So I can't speak for anybody else in the YouTube Juggalo community. There are mad ninjas out there that start shit and then just drop it.
But it's like, do you want something that's consistent, or do you want something that's good? Just because it's consistent doesn't necessarily mean it's good.
Yeah. Well, look, there is value to consistency. And so that's one of the reasons why you're going to see the BeastMasteR show every Saturday afternoon, because that's consistency. And that's what's going to work for me. That's when I'm available. And that's when you guys can count on the show being here. And that's what's going to make this show work, because it's going to be consistent. But when it comes to Juggalo AD, that's a different monster right there, because one, it's not that serious. I mean, we're reminiscing on albums that came out like 15 years ago, and we're doing it out of the love for these albums and these eras. Nobody is paying us to do this. Okay? We're not getting paid. It's all in our free time. And
maybe the person who made that comment wants to pay y'all?
You know what? I haven't done it yet, but probably in the next coming weeks, you're going to see a donation button or a donation link in the description of these shows. So if you do want to donate to the BeastMasteR show, you will be able to. I've never done that before. Like, I'm not trying to, poo-poo on anyone out there who's trying to make money doing what they do. There are podcasters that are getting paid. And there are also podcasters and live streamers that are not getting paid. We're those guys. We're not getting paid shit, okay? And so when it comes to these collaborative efforts between me and Cali Green, you're just going to get them when you get them. All right? I'm not promising you anything. Like, I'm not even promising you that we'll continue it. It may be a dead fucking series. It's not. It's not, because Callie's in the chat right now, and he knows, and I know that we're going to continue it. But we're going to continue it when the time is right for us. And
Well,
it's
look at
really hard fucking. It's the time in between fucking Halloween and New Year's is like the most busy time of the year. You got fucking Thanksgiving. You got Christmas. You got all these things happening.
I mean, I don't know how long this person's been following us. Look at the Mighty Death podcast. That never got fucking finished.
2 episodes, man. 2 episodes.
It's still unfinished.
Why do you always got to remind me that? You know, the Mighty Death podcast was so fun, but that was not on a regular schedule.
Yeah.
We didn't do that on clockwork like once a month or anything at all.
I don't even know the time span between episodes.
I don't either. But I do know that it took us so long to do it that technology changed in the middle.
Yeah.
It did.
It started getting better.
We started doing that podcast or that show on Blog Talk Radio. And then by the time we were, at the last at the end, we were on Google Plus.
Yeah. And now it's gone.
And you know what? We definitely fucked up and we lost our consistency, and then that show died, and that sucks. And I always say we're going to do it, but will we ever? I don't know.
It's been buried.
Yeah.
There's no point in bringing it up.
Also, the reason we did that is because that was the first Joker's card to come out.
Yeah, I think it was the current card.
Yeah, Carnival Spirits comes out in 2011. Okay, and by the way, we are officially at the 9-year anniversary mark of Carnival Spirits. So happy birthday, Carnival Spirits. 9 fucking years of Juggalo YouTube freshness on this channel. I'm fucking proud as fuck of this channel, man. And
see if anybody else can keep that
consistency. Hey, look, we've gone through a lot of changes. We've obviously had members come and go, collaborations, all that stuff. But the one thing that's never changed is our passion for ICP, the Dark Carnival, and the Juggalo community as a whole. And I say the Juggalo community as a whole, not the fucking Juggalo YouTube community. That's not where we're focused on. Never was. When I came up on YouTube, I wanted to represent all Juggalos. The whole Juggalo nation is what I'm talking about. And Panic's got to go feed his dog. That's cool. So my point is that there really is something to say about doing something for 10 years. And if we just keep this going for one more year, we're going to hit that 10-year mark. And I'm fucking stoked about that. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing the BeastMasteR show right now. And we're going to do it all the way through 2021 until we get to our 10-year anniversary. And we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate hard next year. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do something big. And I hope you guys are there to celebrate with us, and I hope more of you are there to celebrate with us. I hope we grow a little bit. It's nice to see this channel grow every year. Even this year where we hardly did anything, at least I hardly did anything, we still grew. Our channel grew with Scotty doing his After Darks. Cali Green Too Fresh has put mad time into videos and live streams. And oops, I didn't mean to take you out. I didn't take you out. But Cali Green Too Fresh has done tons for this channel, even things you guys don't know about. And same goes for me. I do a lot of behind the scenes work on videos for the other crew members of Carnival Spirits. I've helped out you, Panic. I've helped out Cali. And I love doing that. I really cut my teeth on video editing and and a lot of different things here on Carnival Spirits. I basically taught how to do so much, you
And
know.
that's what sucks about them getting rid of Windows Movie Maker is that that's what I started using, and now that they don't got that, that's it. I haven't found a good editing program since it's been gone.
Yeah, what I've come to find is that when, like I said, I'm on a Mac and I use iMovie to edit my videos and stuff. And unfortunately, most of the videos that I end up making for Carnival Spirits are like 1-2 hours long, like tons of fucking clips, tons of audio and overlays and transitions and graphics and these videos export. Maybe I could like tweak the video quality so that they're smaller videos, but I always export them at the highest possible quality that I can, HD and I'm just saying that my computer is a fucking workhorse. Okay, I have put my computer. I actually killed a computer doing video, like shit memory, fucking slow as fuck from editing mad videos all year long. I mean, year after year after year. I have a new computer now. I still got the old one. I actually do my rapping on the old computer because I still got my recording programs on the old computer, and I do everything else on the new computer. So that's neither here nor there. But I think we're beating a dead horse now. You guys got the point. We're not going anywhere, and don't lose faith in us when it comes to like series that take forever. Because especially when they're collaborations, it's just really hard to work with each other's schedules like that.
I mean, if people want to know the reality, it's hard. Like, one common problem that we've had within Carnival Spirits is, and it's by no fault of anybody, it's just life. Like I said, people work. It's gathering people together to do things like this.
Yep.
With any collaborative group, you're going to have that problem.
Well, you won't have that problem.
If you haven't had it now, you will.
Yeah, well, you don't have that problem if you don't care who's in the video. But
yeah. If you don't give a shit who's in there, then
yeah. I mean, if you just open the floodgates and let anyone in, like I'm sure there's tons of people that want to come in, and I mean, you see that happen all the time, and there's value to these hangouts. I call them hangouts, because that's what they are. Everyone's chilling, hanging out. Everyone's fucking, clowning around. I mean, that's a good time. That's interactive. That's and that's a form of entertainment. But that's different. That's different than like say a podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, and not to say that this is a podcast, because this isn't even a podcast. We're not podcasting. We're live streaming, but it's not a hangout. So it's not the same type of video. It's not the same type of live stream. Trying to do something different. Although it is very similar to what I used to do on every Saturday afternoon, except on every Saturday afternoon, I really did try to invite a lot of people to join me. And after like 2.5 years, it started to become a little difficult to get people to commit to joining. And I got tired of being left hanging, every once in a while, I would really get fed up with it. There would be times where all week long I was like, I don't even know if anyone's going to fucking join me. And then then when Saturday afternoon showed up, I was like, oh, okay, here's a couple people, but not knowing who was going to come and who wasn't was a little bit irritating to me. I'm not trying to recreate that anxiety and that feeling. Like I want this to be fun. So yeah. When people join me, it's going to be because one, they want to join me. and we're going to communicate with each other and we're going to plan it. Like I've already got a few people booked for the show, like special guests, man. I'm psyched, and I don't want to say who they are yet because I don't want you guys to hold it against me if they don't show.
The thing that was difficult with every Saturday afternoon is I was guaranteed to be working exactly when it was going on.
Oh, I know. It's and you know what, Callie Green, he was never there because he was never available during those during those times. He just couldn't join. He felt left out. And that sucks if you want to be a part of something and you can't. It's like I would love to be a part of Scotty's After Dark streams, but that's during my bedtime. I cannot do it. I'm at a point now where I really don't suffer from fear of loss anymore, or fear of missing out. You know, um, so I've said this before. I've been to half the gatherings. I've been to half the gatherings. I've been to 10 gatherings. But you know what that means? That means I've missed 10 gatherings. Every time I miss a gathering, it gets easier and easier and easier. But sometimes it's really hard because I know how fucking dope they are. And it's like once you experience it, I know people out there that fucking rip the hair out of their heads if they can't go to a gathering because they're afraid of missing out. I don't really I don't really have that problem as much anymore. Maybe I used to, but it's tough when there's so much going on. A lot of different things happening, a lot of different things to go to, all out of state. I can't be going to Detroit, every fucking year, and also the Midwest every year, and New Orleans or LA or wherever Juggalo weekend is. Like, I'm not a globetrotter like that. I mean, not like that. I mean, I've definitely trotted the globe, and like I said, I've gone to 10 gatherings, so I'm not afraid to travel across the country. It's just you got to pick and choose realistically, and those super ninjas out there that never miss anything, bless their hearts. I may be a little jealous, but I'm not afraid to miss out on shit like that. It's just how it is. Like, I'm not gonna fucking lose any sleep over it. Especially not now in the age of COVID. Like, it's really rough for artists and people that are trying to make a living off of this shit. It's, I bet everybody's side hustle is getting a lot more attention this year. And, and if I wasn't working, if I wasn't like an essential worker, I'm sure you guys would have seen a whole shitload more of me in 2020. But I had to figure out how to make this work before I did it. And now I figured it out. So we're making it work now. But again, fuck 2020. Okay. Fuck 2020. And, we're moving on. 2021. That's a nice pause. I needed to take a break there.
Before we go on to whatever it is we're doing, at the beginning of the show, did you play a song?
I did not.
Okay. All right, cool. That's all I was wondering.
No, you know what? That's something that's going to come in the future. We'll probably open with a song. We'll probably open episodes with a song in the future. I wasn't ready with one this week.
No, I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, it was something that I've been flirting with, the idea of playing other music aside from my own. And but yeah, not this week. This week we had 5 minutes of dead air, and then we went live.
Okay. That's all I was wondering.
That's right. All right, let's see. What's on my list, man? What else do we have to talk about today? We hit Isham. You know what? I did talk about the Fago Lovers, excuse me, the Street Trash visualizer that Callie Green put out. Really dope. There's something else that Callie Green put up on Fago Lovers, an underground spotlight on KMB the Sexy Ninja from C Plus Studios. And then before that, he did the underground Juggalo spotlight on Dawn Chaos. I really, really like these interviews, these spotlight interviews that Callie Green is doing. He's picking a ninja, a Juggalo in the community, and he's giving them written questions for them to send back their answers. Mm-hmm. And he's putting them up. And so that we can learn a little bit about these Juggalos and what they do for the community. So if you haven't seen those yet, I definitely recommend checking them out on Fago Lovers. Go up on there, do a little search for. You can search for the word spotlight. You could look for it. That's where it is. It's up on there, and I can't wait to see who he's going to feature next. I don't know. But I know this is like a new project that he's got because Fago Lovers has a lot of different ninjas posting up on there. Callie's like one of the newest members, but he's active. He's active as fuck, you know.
Yeah.
He's got a lot. He's got a lot going on. I'm highly impressed with Callie Green's productivity level for someone who has as many children as he does. I don't know how he does it, man. I just don't know. But yeah, man. So I thought I'd just shout out KMB the Sexy Ninja because we also just showcased him on Carnival Spirits. We had a video that he submitted to us. I did not even ask him for this. He did it out of nowhere. He sent me this video, his review of the Behind the Paint audio book. And he said, here, I got a video for a Juggalo takeover. I was like, God damn, that's fucking awesome. Because remember last year we did the Juggalo takeover?
Yeah.
I invited people to submit videos and to come on, do live streams, and to promote their channels on Carnival Spirits to try to get some of our 5,000 subscribers to go jump and subscribe to them. And I think it worked. I think it was successful for whoever participated. Midwest United Juggalos definitely participated. Those guys are the shit. And I got to give a big shout out to them. Team MUJ in the house all day, but yeah, C Plus Studios is fucking grinding. I think they're a little underrated, and I think Callie Green is a good dude for trying to help them out. With the whole Underground Spotlight Fago Lovers interview, but I didn't even ask them for a Juggalo takeover submission, but I took it, and I was like, yo, surprise Juggalo takeover. And I posted that video this week, and that's fucking awesome. It's really fun. I really enjoy those guys, but they're grinding hard. They're trying to build their channel up. Definitely go subscribe to them if you're down with the underground, because they really do cover so much more than just that Juggalo shit too. I mean, they're they fuck heavy with Juggalos, man. They got Rude Boy interview coming up. They got Rude Boy. They're going to feature the Rude Boy himself is going on their show pretty soon. I forget what date, but I saw a flyer the other day. I could show you that flyer, but I'm kind of running out of steam here. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, so maybe it's a good time to get to our fucking main event. I didn't even get to talk about those fucking Star Wars shows, man. Good grief. Should we just wait till next week to talk about that, or are you down? Do you want to talk about Star Wars? I can wait till next week. I can, because that's kind of a big one.
Yeah, it don't matter. I wouldn't know much about it though.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm thinking maybe I'll wait till next week. But if you guys didn't know, Star Wars just announced, fuck it. We got to cover it right now. I just brought it up. How can I not? I'm going to fucking show you guys. Check this out. This is fucking epic, okay? I got right here.
I just know Little Yoda, and that's it.
Well, so do I, because I just started watching The Mandalorian this week, like 3 days ago or 2 days ago. And because one of my coworkers hooked me up with his Disney Plus login. So I got that fucking free Disney Plus hookup. And now after like a year of sleeping on The Mandalorian, they already got 2 seasons out. I am just now starting.
I'm really surprised that you didn't watch it when it came out.
Yeah, me too. And but Panic, like I said it before about music, and I hate to say it, but it's kind of like depression related. Like,
yeah,
for something like Star Wars, which is like my favorite fucking thing in the world. Not that I was like so sad that I couldn't watch it, but I just couldn't bring myself to subscribe to Disney Plus just because there was a fucking one show I wanted to watch.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. And I'm pretty fucking stubborn, Like, I knew that when I get a chance to watch it, I will enjoy it. And just like I'm not afraid to fucking miss a gathering, guess I'm not afraid to sleep on a whole season of the best fucking Star Wars series that ever came out. Like I'm an idiot, man. Like I'm totally sleeping on things that I know are dope. I'm sleeping on Jelly Roll. I hear he's dope. I'm sleeping on him. I don't give a fuck.
I think you'll be fine.
I said it. I'm sleeping on him.
You'll be fine.
But I'm also sleeping on a lot of shit that I love. Like I haven't seen all the fucking seasons of the Clone Wars that I need to see, and now that I got this Disney Plus hookup, I'm set. Look at what I'm showing you right here. This all happened yesterday. Yesterday they posted this, and it says Rangers of the New Republic, the new original series set within the timeline of The Mandalorian, coming to Disney Plus. All right. Then they posted this. Ashoka, I think that's how you say it. If I'm fucking that up, that I'm juffing right now. But this is a new original series starring Rosario Dawson. You know who she is from that movie Kids? Remember when they're giving each other AIDS? Or she's in Clerks 3.
I'm not too sure.
Okay, well, she's fucking awesome. I love her, and so she's going to be in this new series, also set within the Mandalorian timeline, which makes me feel like there's crossover potential if it hasn't already happened, and it probably did in this second season of Mandalorian. I just don't know yet because I'm not there yet. But they posted this yesterday as well. Then they posted this scissor reel of Andor, Disney Plus, which is another new original series set in the Star Wars universe coming in 2022 to Disney Plus. Then they posted this. Hayden Christensen returns as Darth Vader, joining Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi in an original series set 10 years after the dramatic events of Revenge of the Sith, coming to Disney Plus. This right here is the moment you've been waiting for. We've all been waiting. I mean, not you. I mean me. I've been waiting for this. Star Wars fans have been waiting for this. The Obi-Wan Kenobi it's like a prequel and a sequel at the same time. It's taking place after Darth Vader is like created and his children are whisked away to Tatooine and wherever Princess Leia grew up, Alderaan, planet of Alderaan. Trying to keep my Star Wars facts straight here. But so there's been other movies that came out that took place in between the original Star Wars movie A New Hope and the Revenge of the Sith. Like, first of all, they had Rogue One, right? Rogue One finishes like 15 minutes before the beginning of A New Hope. So that's like a direct prequel to that. And then we also had Solo, which is the Han Solo origin story, which takes place before the original Star Wars. And now we got this Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader fucking show that's taking place a little bit earlier, but still after the prequel. So it's a post prequel, pre-original series. Fucking epic, man. I just don't know what to say. And they didn't stop. They kept going. Next post they did yesterday is The Bad Batch. Sneak peek of Star Wars Bad Batch, all new animated original series from Lucasfilm Animation, coming soon to Disney Plus. Then this, Star Wars Vision, an original series of animated short films celebrating the Star Wars galaxy through the lens of the world's best Japanese anime creators. So this is like a Star Wars Japanese anime. Fucking sick. It's not over. There's more. Willow. Now this one technically isn't Star Wars, but it does star Warwick Davis, who is famously the one who played R2-D2. He played Wicket in the Return of the Jedi, and also the Ewok movies. He's in like a lot of Star Wars movies. He's got cameo appearances in the new Star Wars movies by J.J. Abrams as well. And if you don't know about the movie Willow, Val Kilmer and Warwick Davis, great fantasy movie directed by one of my favorite directors, Ron Howard. When I saw this, I fucking was already reeling from all those other shows I just found out about. And I'm like, I can't handle it. This is crazy. And it's not over. Here's another one.
They want that money.
New event. Well, I mean, look, I am. The ironic part is that I just stole Disney Plus the other day. Like, I just got a free hookup. Okay, so this is just a commercial for all of it. So I guess we are done. But that's a lot, man. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new fucking Star Wars shows coming to Disney Plus. I just can't believe it. I mean, if you're a Star Wars fan, you gotta feel a certain way about this. And if you don't have Disney Plus, the way you feel is probably angry. Because you don't want to have to sign up to something that now you need to if you want to see any of this shit, you know? So yeah, that's basically that's basically it. I mean, I guess I could tell you a couple things about The Mandalorian that I thought was funny. Might have even wrote that shit down. Oh, did I write it down on here? Or did I write it down over here? Hold on. I like how I can do this. Yeah, I didn't write it down. That's fucked up. Hold on. I did write it down. So when I was watching The Mandalorian, first episode, it's crazy. It's so well made. It's one of those things where, I've heard all the reviews. I already knew it was going to be epic. And so when I watched it, it was just like, yes. But here's a funny thing about it. If you guys didn't know, if you didn't watch it, or maybe you just didn't know this, but less than 5 minutes into this show, in the first episode, all of a sudden I see this dude. He's a comedian. His name is Brian Posen.
Oh, yeah.
You know who this guy is? He's in a lot of shows I love. He's in a lot of comedy shows I love, like Bob Odenkirk. I'm sorry, not Bob Odenkirk. Odenkirk and David. Yeah, Bob Odenkirk and David Cross. Mr. Show. He's in that. Love that show. He's in a ton of things I love. He's actually in the Devil's Rejects, Rob Zombie movie. So he actually performed at the Gathering of the Juggalos one year. Did you know that? Dude, can you imagine my fucking shock when I'm putting on like this Star Wars show, and within 5 minutes I see this fucking comedian who actually performed at the Gathering? I was like, what? And here's the best part. After he came back from that gathering, like, he did an interview and he said he hated it and he hates juggalos. He said he had the worst experience at the gathering. No lie, that's what he said. Look it up. Look up Brian Posen, P-O-S-E-H-N. Look it up and type in juggalo or and find that interview of him talking shit about juggalos.
That's funny.
This is why we can't have nice things. We get a fucking famous comedian to join the fucking roster of the comedian tent, and then I don't know what you did. Did you show him your butthole? Did you fucking throw poop? Did you tequila him? What did you guys do to this guy?
You ruined it. I still think it's the shit. I never got to see him, but I still think it's the shit that Ralphie May went to the gathering.
Yeah, look, Pauly Shore, right? I mean, Gallagher, tons of fucking comedians went to the gathering. And you know what? Most of them had a good experience. I don't know what the fuck happened to this guy.
Big J. Okerson. I don't know who else.
There's so many, though. There's so many. I even have a friend, someone I know, who, he just, a juggalo who I know from my area, who's been to gatherings and stuff. And then he became a comedian, and then he got booked and he actually performed the gathering. It's it's like my homie who wrestles. You know, he's been a long time wrestling fan, and he's he's been working his ass off in the gym to wrestle in local promotions around the area, and like his dream was to wrestle at Bloody Mania. And guess what? Last year he made it happen, and
Hell
he wrestled at fucking Stranglemania or Bloody Mania. My bad.
yeah, that's the shit.
Yeah, man. Like, shout out to Vern Too Dope, or I'm sorry, I'm fucking up his wrestling name. Vicolo is his name. He's the selfie-made man. His gimmick is he's got a fucking phone and he's always like taking selfies of himself because he's like all you know.
He should learn the moonsault and do a moonsault with the selfie. That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, it's just really cool when you see your friends doing big things. You know, you see somebody who's a comedian and he gets booked at the gathering. That's dope. You see someone who's a wrestler, he gets booked at the gathering. That's fucking dope, man. Shout out to all my friends out there who are making their dreams happen. That's fucking like even rapper friends that get to perform at the gathering. That's dope. I remember that feeling. I fucking performed at the gathering. My fucking first outside gathering, and I got to perform, and it like changed my life. It made me want to be a rapper. I got the bug. I got the performance bug. It was like my first live show at my first live rap show was at the gathering. And I was like, nothing will ever feel this good, but I need to do this again. So I just started doing as many shows as I could. And, it's fucking so long ago, but, so shout out to everybody out there fucking making their dreams a reality, working hard for something that they want, and reaping the benefits of that. It's fucking good shit, But yeah, man, so I thought it was real crazy that the first 5 minutes of the first episode of The Mandalorian, first season, I saw this fucking douchebag. I mean, this comedian. No, man, I still got love for him. It's just I was disappointed when I found out that he did not have a good experience. I was like, really? This is why we can't have nice things. Like, he's going to go tell all his comedian friends not to go to the gathering. It's whatever. But he was the guy that was driving like the floating taxi. For anyone that's seen that episode, the Mandalorian wants to grab a speeder, and this like android, the android pulls up, and he's like, no robots, no androids, no droids. And so this speeder is like really nice condition. It's like a fucking Cadillac of speeders. And he's like, oh, you don't want a droid? Fine. So it goes away. And then this fucking lemon, this fucking clunker comes up, and it's being driven by homeboy. And I just couldn't believe it. But you know what? He fucking ends up dying like 3 minutes later. So fuck him. He ends up getting fucking eaten by like this huge monster. And I thought it was great. So he had his 5 minutes of fame on that show, just like he had his fucking 20 minutes of fame at the gathering, and now he's dead to me. But yeah, I mean, I took a bunch of other notes about that first episode. It was kind of cool to see Apollo Creed or Chubbs show up. You remember Chubbs from Happy Gilmore? It's
oh yeah.
It's all in the hips. He's in there. And there's I don't know, what did I write down? Something about the Mandalorian taking his iPhone and melting it into a shoulder pad, and then that little alien, the guy that says, I have spoken. I like him. He's cool. But yeah. Then at the end they meet the child, right? Little baby Yoda. And I'm only a couple episodes into the show, so I don't have much to say about it right now. But I think I got it out of my system. I knew when they announced all those fucking shows, and I just started watching The Mandalorian, that I had to talk about Star Wars today. So, Panic, thanks for putting up with it. I know it's not really your bag.
It's all good.
Yeah, it is all good. I mean, that's what we're gonna do here on the BeastMasteR show. Is we're gonna talk about a lot of shit that I get geeked about. That just happens to be one of them. And I think that now brings us to the final topic, because I don't have much else on my list. Look, I had D-Loc D-Loc versus Daddy X, the Cottonmouth King drama on my list. I know you don't care about that, but thinking maybe I'll wait till next week to talk about that, if I even fucking talk about it at all. Maybe you guys can let me know if you're interested in that topic, because it's a little murky, you know. Anything, I actually wanted to talk about it because I thought it was refreshing to kind of highlight the fact that there's hella drama going on between camps, other psychopathic and all their fucking and the ops. You know, it's just they sit back and you look and you're like, damn, like other people are being petty and taking shots or being passive aggressive or, you know, doing things behind the scenes and catching feelings. And I don't know, there's a lot of, I don't know like what the facts are, but I hear everybody's plight. I hear everybody what they're saying, you know. It's
yeah, I don't know. I guess it, you know, it is what it is. Like for me, after number 7, they have an album called Number 7. It looks, I believe it looks like a Jack Daniels bottle. I kind of fell off around there and then I stopped. And then once I quit smoking weed, I really fucking like stepped out. Like I'm not into Cottonmouth Kings anymore. Maybe the albums that I listened to back in the day whenever I did smoke, but like I really have no interest in them anymore.
So you used to fuck with Cottonmouth Kings when
yeah, I liked them back in the day. But then they started. I remember there was a song. It came out. I was like, watch your back, watch your back, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, all of a sudden they're gangster now.
What?
Come on, man. I don't know. I've never got sold by songs that they come out like that, where they're like, we're tough, and I'm like, okay, all right, dude, we get it. You're a tough guy.
That's funny. You know that. I mean, it's when you make music for decades, you eventually got to start saying something different, and you got to wonder how do you be weed rappers and just keep making songs about weed over and over and over and over and over, like.
Yeah, I guess if you don't really think about the genre or the pigeonhole that you're putting yourself into, then you're like, fuck, I guess, you know, we have to do something else.
Right. Well, while I do something real quick on the graphics tip, I'll tell you, you know, a little Cliff Notes version of the reason why they were going to be a topic, you know, and it's because D-Loc put out a video. Okay, D-Loc put out a video talking about the fuck. Sorry, got a little distracted here. He put out a video talking about the drama going on in Cottonmouth Kings, and he basically exposes Daddy X for stealing their catalog, minus like the first 3 albums, taking the rights to those albums that they made and selling them to a third-party record label called Cleopatra Records, and basically kicking everybody out of the loop and stealing the royalties on like every album they made, minus the first 3 albums. And that's a lot. And like we said, that's a lot of fucking albums because they just put out countless fucking albums, right?
A lot.
And I remember, you know, when we were talking about this in the Carnival Spirits chat, you know, Cali Green Too Fresh being the super fan of KMK, you know, he knows a lot about this. He's followed it. And I remember a long time ago when Cali Green first brought it to our attention that Cottonmouth King's albums were being uploaded onto Spotify under the record label Cleopatra. And it was like, what the fuck is this? Like, yeah, he pays attention to the details and he noticed that shit. And he was like, what the fuck is this? So now, like a couple of years or whatever later, D-Loc finally comes out and airs out the dirty laundry and explains that it was Daddy X that sold the music to this record label and not only that, but their social media was stolen from them. Like their Instagram was stolen, their YouTube channel was stolen and rebranded as other people's channels. So they lost all their access to all the views that they got for all the videos they uploaded up until this point. And we're talking about like millions or views and fucking thousands, maybe millions or thousands. I don't know what the number is, but it's a lot. It's like their whole life's work. They have to start from scratch. They have to build a new channel for that shit. I'm laughing because it's ridiculous, because how can that fucking happen? Like, what kind of fuckery? You know what I mean? Like,
it's messed up, but good fucking luck, man. I mean, their whole image, that whole thing, it just kind of gotten blown out now. You know, it's good luck. That's all you can do is like good luck, man.
Right. All right, I got some pretty nice. I got some pretty nice graphics here I'm working on. I hope you guys will appreciate. It's only going to take me a couple more minutes to fucking finish what I'm doing, so I'm going to continue talking about KMK. So D-Loc, you know, I wouldn't even be bringing this up if he didn't say in his video he wants the Juggalos to spread the word. He wants all the Tech 9 fans to spread the word. In fact, the way he said it, it made me feel like he wants us to spread the word to Psychopathic, and like he wants us to tell Violent J. he wants us to tell everybody, like, you know, hit up. I guess we got to hit up Billy Bill and let him know. Like that's what D-Loc wants. He wants us to fight. I don't know why D-Loc can't fucking tell them. You know, he can't pick up the phone. I don't know, but he made a video and he's like, tell everybody. Hide your kids, hide your wives, you know?
He needs everybody to do this.
Well, you know, he also said he has an album. The new Cottonmouth Kings album is going to be dropping in a couple of months. So what were you saying about Jelly Roll and Isham? Like, make a video, cause some drama when your album's coming out? I'm just saying, they got a new YouTube channel. They need everybody to go subscribe to the new channel because they lost the old one. There's no better way to get attention for your new shit than to make a video calling motherfuckers out. You know? Yep. So that's what happens. And but the plot thickens, because just the other day, DJ Bobby B posted a comment that basically threw D-Loc under the bus for doing the same thing that Daddy X is doing, according to D-Loc. So it gets a little complicated. Like, not everybody is on the same page. Apparently, D-Loc owns all the rights to all the Cottonmouth King shit. And he said that in his video. He's like, that's always been the case. He says he's the owner of it. And that I suppose he feels that it was stolen from him. But then you got DJ Bobby B. Is that his name? Bobby B?
Yeah.
Yeah. DJ Bobby B claiming that that he's not getting paid, and that D-Loc is actually ripping off motherfuckers as well. So I don't know who to believe, man. I don't know who to believe. I really don't.
Get your shit together, man.
I'm not claiming to know. I'm telling you right now, I don't know.
Yeah.
I need someone to help sort this. I mean, I don't need shit. I don't care. But
do they even know? You know what I mean? It's a mess.
You know, can I read? I'll read DJ Bobby B's post. He says, "You have no idea the fuckery and backstabbing that has gone on by Zinger, Brad X, and now D-Loc. Do you think it's fair I get absolutely nothing from KMK merch after 20 years of touring and building the brand? All my publishing and royalties were stolen by these guys, and now D-Loc is banking 100% of KMK's money and not even paying Richter." And if you didn't watch the shit, D-Loc says that he's been reaching out to Richter to do a song, like, because you know how Saint Dog just passed away recently. So D-Loc wants to do like a tribute song for Saint Dog. He's been reaching out to Richter. Richter is ghosting D-Loc. And so D-Loc is like, I did all I can do. I'm reaching out to him, but he don't want to make music. Well, according to Bobby B, would you want to work with shady fucks that don't care about you or your contribution to something that went for 20 years strong before being forced to walk away because of this deceit, lies, and gouging of my money, especially by the dude with the least amount of skills in the band and major lack of honor and honesty. So that's shots fired right there. And that's DJ Bobby B saying, where's my slice of cheese, right? From all this, when it seems like D-Loke is saying, well, look, Daddy X is the one who stole all the cheese. And so maybe he's kind of saying, don't be mad at me because I'm not getting, everyone's claiming they don't got the cheese.
But I mean, at the same time, I know none of these dudes personally. Who's telling the truth at this point?
That's my point, is I don't know. But the public melodrama is out there for us to basically, because that's what D-Loke wants us to spread the word, right? Well, you know, he's getting what he asked for. I'm talking about it. And
Yeah.
I don't even have a horse in that race, or a dog in that race, whatever you're racing. So I am now finally ready. We finally blown through all that shit. We got one more fucking thing to do, but 2, 3. So I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready to show you this graphic that I've been fiddling with this whole time while we talk.
Is it KMK related?
No, we're off that now.
Thank God.
I was killing time with that, man. That was going to be the topic to bring up, but because I just think it's funny because I'm only interested in ICP.
Yeah,
That's what I'm interested in. You know,
that was the thing, is that I was into them, and I listened to, I guess, the songs out of nostalgia very rarely. But after you don't smoke no more, you're just like, I don't really care to listen to them anymore.
Right.
You know, like,
I don't know. I feel you, man. But what I'm saying is that I only care about ICP. So if ICP has a beef with someone, I'm a little bit more interested in that. You feel me? Like I'm more interested in the beef between ICP and whoever they're beefing with than I'm interested in KMK. And KMK is in-house fighting. So I certainly, since I'm not a fan of them like that, I'm not picking a side.
Yeah, it's like,
no, but you know what? I am picking a side. Whoever is actually stealing the money is the fucktard. Okay, I don't condone that shit. Like so I can't tell you who it is, but I can tell you whoever is the real culprit is a fucking loser. You know, and maybe all of them are guilty. I don't know, but you know, it's not for me to sort through. And I like that because this is a topic that has no conclusion. This is ongoing fucking drama that has nothing to do with me or ICP. And I guess maybe that's why I'm enjoying it because like I said, I don't got a horse in the race. So
yeah,
it's more amusing that I guess it's just a relief to see that, all right, finally some drama that doesn't involve the boys, you know?
Right.
All right, man, let's get off that. We're finally on. And that took a half hour for us to get to the final main event of this video where we're going to talk about the yum yum flower. Okay. Let me take a sip of water. So before I show you the graphic I made, which I'm super proud of, put like very little time into it. I think it looks cool. Yes, people get butthurt when release dates get pushed back, you know. But you know what? They get more upset when like they pre-order something and then it doesn't show up on time. And so I feel like it's better to push back the release date than to rush the release and to have more fuck ups, you know?
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. I also feel that way about the bundle package for ICP's house party peep show, right? So everybody who took part in the house party peep show has a bundle package coming their way if you subscribe to ICP's Patreon. And like some of the things that are included in that bundle are like the Ultra Live Monster 5 coin. There's going to be an EP of songs that we helped produce by like a choose your own adventure style where they play different beats and we all voted on what beat we liked. And then they chose a song. I don't know the order of these things, but they did like, okay, you choose the style of song, you choose the title of the song, you choose the rap flows, and you choose who produces it, and you choose all these things. And we all voted. And so there's like 3 or 4 songs that they're going to make, and it's going to be on an EP that we're going to get in our bundle package. They came out with a statement just the other day, and they said, I can find that. I know I got it here. It was basically a little update. And it was them telling us that, hey, we hear you, ninjas. Because I think juggalos have been very vocal about their worry about not getting their bundle packages in time for Christmas. But they keep assuring us that we're going to get our bundles before Christmas. Jump Steady said it on the Juggalo show. They've repeated it in this post on, I saw this on Instagram. Here's what it says. We know everyone's still waiting for their October gift bags, and they are coming, and you will have them before Christmas. Unfortunately, because of the statewide COVID shutdown, it's been difficult to get the studio sessions done on the 3 tracks you helped us produce. Once this ultimately fresh EP is finished, all gift bags will be shipped immediately. So that it is what it is. But people are freaking out about it because they got no chill. And you know, whether we get it on time or not, we'll see. All I know is that is out of my control, and therefore I'm not going to worry about it. And that's my mentality about these things, you know. I really am not worried about it. ICP has never stiffed me on a purchase, on a pre-order, on a vinyl, on a shirt, or anything. Like whether it's Hatchet Gear or Psychopathic Vault, or any other variation of their merchandise website, any way that I bought shit from ICP, it may have showed up mad late, but I have always received it. I have never been stiffed by Psychopathic with merchandise.
Yeah.
Just saying, never. So, yes, it's annoying when you don't get shit when you want to get it. We want our shit. You know, just like they say in the Jekyll Brothers, we want our shit, motherfucker.
They're not Kevin Gill.
Yeah. But look, man, like the songs that they're making for this EP, we just, these are new songs, and apparently they're having a hard time getting them done in the studio. And, you know, COVID is serious, and they're taking it seriously. And I'm glad, because I want them to live long, healthy lives, as I want everyone to. So I don't want anyone being reckless, thoughtless, stupid, or, you know, or dangerously, vicariously, fucking, you know, prematurely.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm sorry, but like I'm not. I don't condone these concerts that are going on this year. I know there's a few. I'm not hating, and people are going to do what they're going to do, but I don't condone it, man. It's too soon. I just feel, but that's just me, and that's how I feel about it. I'm not gonna fucking fight about it with anyone.
You're gonna get your bundle package, and
yeah.
The card will come out in March, and if it don't, then it'll come out when it comes out.
Well, that's what my graphic is. I got a calendar, okay, and I put on the calendar when we are supposed to receive the album Yum Yum Bedlam, as well as the Seeds of Yum Yum, the 3 mini.
Oh yeah.
Or I'm sorry, are they mini EPs or fat EP? They're fat EPs, so they're like mini albums, right? Like maxi CDs or whatever. I'm going to show you the graphic right now. I'm going to pull this shit up because now's the time. We're finally there. Finally made it there. Where is it? All right, here it is. Can I make that bigger though? Let's see if I can. No, that's smaller. Okay. Well, I guess this is as big as it's going to go, but you can see it, right?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't have fucked with it. It was really fine the way it was. All right. So look, guys, I put it on the calendar so we can all see together and we can look at this. Yum Yum Bedlam is slotted for what is that, March 10th or 11th or something? I can't see because I put Yum Yum's face on it, but can you see that in the corner? That's March, okay? And if Yum Yum Bedlam came out on Christmas, there would have been 3 months to wait in between that album and the first Seed of Yum Yum EP, which is coming out in the beginning of April, okay? But because it's coming out in the beginning of March, it's like 1 month from there to the first EP. But then after that, it's basically 3 months to the next EP.
Yeah.
And then basically it's 3 more months to the third EP. And then in November, we're going to get the collaborative, all the EPs together with extra tracks that weren't on the original EPs, as there are songs on the EP that aren't going to be on the collaborative version. But I just like seeing that on the calendar, because when it comes to 2021, that's nice to be able to look forward to new music on these dates. You know, that brings me happiness to see that.
Now I remember seeing people saying like, yeah, they're not doing nothing during the quarantine. Well, there you go. That's all the nothing they were doing.
Right now, and they even said it. They're like, other people like to drop, singles. I mean, look what Isham did. He dropped a double album in the beginning of the year, and then he dropped a handful of singles all year round, all year long. Look, I'll say it. Twisted does the same shit. They drop singles all the time, and then they put them all together and they call it Mad Season. That album.
Yeah.
That album was dropped piece by piece all fucking year, and or whatever, whenever it came out. And then when they dropped the album, I checked it out and literally heard like almost every fucking song already, because they were all fucking internet singles.
Yeah.
ICP doesn't do it that way, and I'm glad. I don't know. I mean, I'm not fucking upset at how they're doing it. That's what I'm saying. Juggalos have no chill. Some of them do. Patience is a virtue. But look, I want to show you guys this calendar, and I wanted to remind you that not only is that one full-length Joker's card, 3 fat EPs that are going to make one other album of music. That's 2 albums now. We also have the Clownhead 13 project to look forward to. And if you're not hip to that, go watch the last episode of the Juggalo show where they announced the pushback of this date of the Joker's card. Jump Steady fucking explains it.
Yep.
He explains it.
It's all there.
And you know what? I have the audio. I mean, I don't just have the audio. I actually have a video clip. Do I? Thought I did. God damn it. It's not there. I saw it on my phone. I don't know why videos show up on my phone but not on the iPad when I actually fucking did the screen recording from the iPad. That makes no fucking sense. That makes no sense at all. But I swear I saw this shit on my phone the other time I was looking. Hold on. It was before I took all these screenshots. Yeah, here it is. It's a 6-minute audio clip. Let me see if I can get this to play. If I can, maybe I'll play a little bit of this. If this doesn't start playing in 3 seconds, I'm giving up.
All right, so the first thing I want to recap on is the clown heads, what's known as the clown heads. Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to play this.
Okay. Now, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to try to break it down as just bare bones as I can. What this is.
Just listen to this for a second, all right?
It's super dope, you know what I mean? Now, I want to refer to these, as like a more high-end item, if you will. Because that's kind of like, in a sense, what we're talking about. Exactly. Okay, so you have 13 paintings that are being painted by Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope themselves. Okay? Like straight up, no one helping on that. They're just doing it themselves. They're working together. One of them will be sketching half the paintings, and then the other will be actually painting in. You know what what I mean? The color shades, and then they're gonna reverse it. So there's a shader. You know what I mean? It's basically someone's sketching it out, what the drawing is, what the painting's gonna be, right. and then the other paints it. You know what I mean? Right. So each of these paintings, right? They're basically inspired by the Dark Carnival. Yeah. And because of this, they're gonna actually, in the original paintings, they're going to be using their own blood mixed in with the paint. Yeah. That's so straight up. I heard that when I was talking to Jay. He was like, man, I'm afraid of needles. I was like, man, shut up. All them tattoos, man. Now, these are basically the stories of each of these characters was derived by myself. Yeah. So, and they're kind of like, it's hard to explain. The whole inspiration for these things is all pulled from the deepest reaches of the Dark Carnival, the depths, the bowels, if you will, of the Dark Carnival. So there's a sinister, almost like cursed energy that's being put into these things, and that's why we're warning everybody that actually acquires one of these paintings that they are considered cursed. And there's only 13 in the collection. And there's only 13. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh man. Now each one each painting is basically its own living entity. You know what I mean? So there's just a lot. You know how when ICP talks about tapping in the Dark Carnival, great music and all that. Yes. And if you've been listening to the Juggalo Show, you'll know many times. Like I talk about it as I'm inspired. Like when I create games or I create Morton's List, there's almost something guiding you, right? You know, to like a lot of times you look back at shit you created and like, man, did I fucking come right there? You question yourself. Was that me? That's the creative energy, right? Whatever its source, right? It stems all the way from the deepest bowels of the Dark Carnival. That's what we're tapping into to create these paintings. Yes. Okay. Yes. So there's a warning that comes with it. Just be warned. Yes. That these things have been created using a dark spiritual energy, if you will. All right, and we're excited about it. Like we're all real excited about it. Now, to break it down, as you said, 13 in the collection. 13. The first one will drop in January the 10th, at the latest February, at the latest. Well, hey, wait, when you're talking about guys that are creating on canvas, you can't rush that. Right. It has to be done to perfection, especially when you're dripping blood on it. Right. Exactly. There ain't no retakes. Now, there will be the original paintings, of course, but then there will be prints of each of the paintings, which will be available. There will be 1,000 of them, each one total, and that's it. Right. It's available for each painting, and they're framed on a canvas. Wow. I wish I could show you. I wish I could show you like they're fucking nice. Right. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking real nice. And then each one is going to be personally signed by ICP themselves. Nice. Okay, so it's going to literally be. Nice. Signing thousands. And when you're getting it from the hatchet, it's official like a whistle, man, each one is going to come with its own story, explaining the character and what they're about, what their intention is about, just basically the story of that character, of that clown head, right? And then also, on the back of the painting is going to be attached each one of these prints is going to be a bag of dirt taken directly from Picker Forest. And if y'all know what Picker Forest is, like it's basically especially Joe, like me and Joe and Joey, we all talked about it to no end. Right. We grew up. Mad Adventures in Picker Forest is a magical place. It's a slice of like. It's basically a magical realm that's here on Earth. And really, man, so much a part of our youth and our history. Right. So that's super dope. Let me ask you this, Rob. Is there along with that? So you're getting the flavor, you're getting the story, you're getting the dirt, you're getting, of course, the canvas, you're getting all of that flavor. And let me ask you this: that is like the certificate of authenticity when you've got all of that together, right? Right. You can't just make that up, right? And then the last thing, which is the cherry on top, is each one comes with its own CD, which contains a song that's about that character, about that clown head. So
all right, I'm going to pause that right there because that is what I was looking for. He just said it. each one of these 13 paintings coming with the dirt, painted with the blood, and a whole backstory, all inspired by the Dark Carnival. On top of all that is also coming with a song. So that means that there are 13 additional ICP tracks coming in 2021.
All wrapped up together, this ultimate fucking flavor, this ultimate relic of freshness, and it's gonna be devastating. We're really excited about it. It's being worked on. It's being worked on as we speak every day. Just so
I know that they keep going a little bit, but I don't even want to finish it. I just want to say that that's why I wanted to play this for you, and that's why I wanted to show the calendar and just kind of like visualize how we're actually going to be getting this music throughout the year, and then we're also going to be getting 13 tracks along with the paintings one by one, and then they're going to put all the paintings together in a book. They're going to put those tracks together as another album. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the Pendulum series, when they had each episode, each chapter of the Chaos Comic ICP Pendulum series featuring a CD with a song, and then at the end of it, they put the whole book together and they sold that as a book, and they put the Pendulum singles all together as an album. It's fucking awesome. So I haven't heard anybody talking about that much, and that was something that really stuck out to me. The fact that, because I already remember hearing them talk about the clown heads during the ICP seminar on the ICP House Party Peep Show, but they didn't tell us that there was going to be a song for each fucking painting. That's incredible. So, people are going to be anxious and upset, and they're going to fucking bitch about whatever they're going to bitch about. But me, I'm just looking on the positive, and I'm feeling pretty good right now that my favorite band has all this freshness in store for us, and it's really cool, because let's not forget about that Four Horsemen of the Metropolis album as well. So we got mad remixes. We got the Clownhead 13. We got Yum Yum Bedlam. We got the Seeds of Yum Yum. 1, 2, and 3. And look at those fucking faces. Look at this Joker's card right here. You know, it's a work of art. I mean, this right here is the fucking next era of the Dark Carnival. I'm fucking stoked. Did you hear any of that, Panic, or did you have to fucking leave earshot?
No, I didn't hear nothing.
Well, then let me just repeat myself for your benefit. They actually, let me hit play and see if.
Just remember who the innovators are. The fucking innovators. Now y'all can go get your shit next time, but there's one place you're gonna get this. Now the actual original paintings. Now I can't verify this at this time, but those at some point might actually become available. I don't know. And I don't know about the actual original paintings. Man, they're gonna be like Da Vinci, man.
Oh, they didn't say. I thought they said something else about it. And then I see Echo Side Fiend with the Yum Yums lore, the lore of the Yum Yum. Is it lore or lore? Like LORE? You put LURE. Isn't that like a fishing lure, like a hook that you put out the end of a string, or the little? I think it's lore, like the lore of the Dark Carnival, the Yum Yum lore. Can we get a confirmation? Is it lore or lore? You think it's lore? Well, why? Why do you think it's lore? That doesn't make any sense. That word doesn't make any sense. LORE makes sense to me, but whatever. We'll find out. We'll find out at Christmas when we get that EP. Okay. The Yum Yum is luring you in. That does make sense. Yum Yum lore. Yeah, because she's like a Venus flytrap, right? And you wanna go and I don't know, suck face with her and test your loyalty. All right, Panic. Let me tell you what you missed. The Clownhead 13. Each painting is coming with, the dirt. They're painting it with their own blood. It's going to be cursed by the Dark Carnival. There's a whole backstory behind each painting. But what he said at the very end was that on top of all that, each painting will have a song that comes with it, like a CD with a song inspired by the painting. And so at the end of it, there'll be 13 more songs that they're going to put together as a CD, just like they did with the Pendulum.
So it's an album for everybody at the end, right? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be that guy. I don't care to have their paintings, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
I just care about the album.
That's fine. But that was my point: is that whether you give a fuck about the paintings or not, recognize that we're getting the 5th Joker's card, we're getting 3 fat EPs, we're getting the Horsemen of Metropolis remixes, and we're also getting the Clownhead 13 singles. So
that's a lot of shit, dude.
That's like 4 fucking albums worth of music right there. 4 fucking albums. That's what they did with the Missing Link when they gave us Lost and Found, and then the outtakes, and then they gave us the Phantom. Right? That was 4 fucking albums that year.
Yeah.
So
and people like to. I guess it doesn't hear them out. They say what they say, but ICP don't need to retaliate with words. They do this instead. They put out content.
Exactly. But yet at the same time, anytime they do talk some shit, take some shots, some jabs, people get all upset, Then Isham does it and everyone thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
So I feel like people have feelings about ICP, like unresolved issues that they need to go to therapy for. Where me, I just enjoy their fucking music. People need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah. It's all going to come out. It takes time, which I fucking hate waiting, but yeah, it takes time.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey man, that was it. That was the big finale. That was my big take home point for tonight. Is I wanted to remind everybody that we got all this music coming next year, and just because the first album was pushed back a little bit, we're still. I mean, those of us who got the House Party Peep Show EP coming, we got that as well coming, and you know that be all over YouTube anyway. So y'all are gonna hear that fucking music. Don't act like you're not gonna hear it.
When you lay it out like this, all the music, and I'm sure shit that they're working on right now that we have no idea about. Like, of course, there's going to be shit that's not getting shipped out and stuff that's getting pushed back. And I get it. It shouldn't happen. They should fucking push it out whenever it's supposed to be out. A lot of things should happen, but they fucking don't. We shouldn't be locked down, but we are. The fuck.
Hey, man, we've come to the end of the show. And Panic, I want to thank you for being my guest. You already know that you're welcome back to join me again. Like, you're one of my best friends, and it's really fun chopping it up with you. But everybody watching, know this: that I really do have special guests lined up to bring up here, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun all fucking year. And look, we got 5-6 minutes left until the top of the hour, so this is perfect timing. And I just want to let y'all know that the format, it may be 3 hours, it may be 1 hour, but the one thing we're going to do at the end of every show is we're going to listen to a BeastMasteR track. And it's cool because I let Panic pick the song tonight, and I do not even know what song it is. So Panic, now's the time for you to tell me what the song is so I can find it and play it for everybody.
I'll send it to you. All I need to do is press enter. It's it's weird that you brought up Twiz. Because you tell them I have no idea what I chose, and you really have no clue. So I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm just gonna send it to you.
Okay, so you haven't sent it to me yet. Just to be clear, Panic is about to send me the track, and I see it's there, but I haven't looked. Oh, I see it. I tried to not look, but I can see it. Holy shit, man! Really, this is the one you're picking. This is
Yeah.
all right. I'm fucking stoked. This is fucking awesome. Let me.
You know, when people pass away, you got to bring them back to life. And what I mean when I say bring them back to life, they don't die in the sense that they die physically, but when someone dies, they never die mentally. When you can no longer remember moments with that person is the moment that I believe that they truly fucking die. When you don't remember any time that you spent with them, that's when they die officially.
Well,
until then, they're not gone.
You hit the nail on the head, man. And to be perfectly honest with you, I might fucking tear up because I think about Twiz every day, and you know his friendship meant a lot to me. We made a lot of music together. He was my hype man. I was his hype man. We used to perform together. We had so many mutual friends. Like me and him used to go on double dates with our girlfriends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were just really tight, and so when he passed away, it really put a rift through our entire friend group. And so the song that you chose is actually the song that I wrote for him a couple of years after we lost him. I wrote this song. It's called "Don't Give Up the Ghost," and it's actually a lyrics video. So that's cool. I'm going to click it, and we're going to finish off right now with this track. So, you know, in Twiz last week on his birthday, he would have been 46 years old this week.
Damn.
Had he, and I can't wait to see him again in Shangri-La one day. But here it is. This is let me see if I can get the video to be a little bit bigger. Yeah. All right, guys. I hope you enjoy. I'm just going to turn the volume up a little bit. And I learned my lesson from last week. I got to make sure that I keep my volume on. But if you can actually see the lyrics, you know, you see what I'm saying. I'll share the link to this video in the description in the chat, so you guys can go to the actual video. But here it is, and yeah, everyone have a great night. We'll see you next week if I don't see you before then on something else. Enjoy.
I won't give up the ghost. I'm holding up a toast. I'm haunted by my homies, so we're no longer lonely. Don't give up the ghost. Just hold up a toast. I'm haunted by my homies. When it comes down to being one of a kind, lately not too many people come into minds, except my man with the infectious laughter, who very rarely took no for an answer. We write raps on scraps scattered on the floor, early drafts to record where we were born. He pulled an all-nighter, thinking up a course, hit the sack and checked my inbox in the morning. We could relate as if we had the same brain, inspiration to create in the same vein. Found a way to escape the chronic pain, enough to break a man or be driven insane. I commune with the dead, still talk to my friend, respect his memory while others pretend that they understand where I'm coming from, when in fact the whole thing goes over their heads. I won't give up the ghost. I'm holding up a toast. I'm haunted by my homies, so we're no longer lonely. Don't give up the ghost. Just hold up a toast. I'm haunted by my homies. His personality brought out the best in me. My funky, funny buddy keeping me company. I mean, whenever he stepped onto the scene, spirit lifted effortlessly. Know what I mean? He never wanted to be apart from his friends. Good times didn't want to come to an end, but can't pretend it was always gravy. No denying we were all struggling daily. Yeah, we're so stubborn and he get pissed at me. Let's not dishonor him and rewrite history. If he were here in the flesh, he'd be going to bat for every one of his boys having our backs. He had the largest heart, loyal to a fault, while others dropped. He brought it to a halt. Always the bigger man with the common touch. We fought like brothers, loved each other, we're such. I won't give up the ghost. I'm holding up a toast. I'm haunted by my homie, so there's no longer lonely. Don't give up the ghost. Just hold up a toast. I'm haunted by my homie, like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I won't give up the ghost. I'm holding up a toast. I'm haunted by my homie, so there's no longer lonely. Don't give up the ghost. Just hold up a toast. I'm haunted by my homie, like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yo, that was fucking awesome. And if you guys didn't know, Twiz was a huge Star Wars fan, and that really is the reason why I put that in there, you know. I know that Twiz is standing right next to me, fucking giving me a wet willy or something, you know. Hey, yo, I see you, Peter Hassenfoss, in the chat. You are the shit. Yo, thank you for joining me. Everybody, I love you guys. I'm going to sign off, and I'll catch you next week. All right? Peace. Oh, and always remember to fuck